This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all today. I am your host, Stephen D. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. I didn't mean to throw Roach in there in a minute. I'm trying to get this thing to work. It's not working. I hate when things don't work correctly. Anyways, good morning. What's going on? How you doing, Roach?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling like my old self a little bit better today. Yeah.
I'm running a little behind this morning. I'm going to tell you all why.
I was on here on time, though. I just want to say that.
You were here. You were.
I was texting Steven.
What's going on?
You okay?
I'm going to tell you all what's going on. And it's good. And we're going to get your view on it because I'm right and my wife is wrong. And Oh, yes. It went down in the Daniels household this morning. Yes.
Let me guess. She said something bad about Tua.
She didn't say anything bad about Tua. She loves Tua. She loves Tua. All right. You can follow me at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. You can also follow Miami Sports Music at Miami and also media platforms. We're MIA Sports Music. Also, make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you hit it. Make sure you do it. Subscribe to the channel. My wife is texting me right now. She's like, "You better tell this story correctly." Oh yeah, as the anticipation builds.
Get in the chat and give your version too.
Oh yeah. You hear this, Tamika? I hope you're listening. Okay, get in the chat.
Because I believe her over you.
No way. I am right on this. I'm going to tell you on a few. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe. Can we get 2 new people? Can we get 2 new members signed up today? I want to get 100 new subscribers today because it's free to subscribe, but it pays to become part of the family. Ooh, my voice is coming back, Roach. It's coming back. Family.
Actually, it sounds better when your voice is out when you do it, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Family.
Hey, did you see the new Twitter update? You can super follow people on Twitter now.
I know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
So you need to get your Twitter game going.
I know. I got to get my Twitter game up. Follow me on Twitter at Stephen D SKPL. Everybody. Gosh. Hey, look, if you want to help the channel grow by donating, there's lots of different ways you can do that. You can use the YouTube live super chat, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can donate as much or as little as you want. Come on. What's going on? All right, let's see here. Hey, look, you can use Cash App as well, MSM Podcast Network, or you can use PayPal, which is also MSM Podcast Network. Remember, on the Cash App, you just put the $ in the middle there.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Is my wife in the chat yet? Did she get in the chat? No. We're going to see. Anyways, make sure y'all do that. It's going to be good times. Well, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. ZSM Sports is the #1 place to get your cards, balls, jerseys, and hard-to-find items. ZSM Sports is the place to be right here on SKPL Live. No, you didn't like that? Make sure you follow them on Instagram at SportsZSM and on Facebook /ZSM-Sports. Hangry Owls, good food, good mood. They got great desserts there too. Hangry Owls is the best place to go. They're in Pembroke Pines. Make sure you check them out. Hangry Owls, 305-279-5332. Make sure you tell them the code word SKPL. Get $3 off of your subs or whatever you're buying. If you go on Friday, on Spread Kindness Friday, you get $6 off your subs. And don't forget to ask them about the Spread Kindness sandwich. It's good stuff. It is good stuff. And then a little Vasasaur. Vasasaur. Good mood, good food, and a little Vasasaur. Born and raised to beer, created for the fans, by the fans. The official beer of Clock Blockers. Vasasaur Brewing Company. Make sure you guys go check them out. Also, a great place to sit. We love a great place to sit. You want tickets? Go to greatplacetosit.com. Give them a call. No, I'm serious. Go give them a call. Yeah. Okay.
No matter where you live.
You want tickets to a concert, any football game, any sporting event, anywhere around the world, anything, anywhere. go to a greatplacetosit.com, call the number that's on the website, tell them the code word DWA. You will get 5% off your tickets, and there's no service fees. The price you see is the price you get. Great place to sit. Okay. Make sure you guys go check them out. They're absolutely amazing. And then obviously Tailgreeter. We love Tailgreeter. Download the app on your current Apple or Android device today. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And it gets you access to all the best tailgates all across the country, excluding East 32 Dolphins tailgate. So make sure you go to Tailgreeter, download the app today. It's good stuff. Okay. All right. It's Wild Out Wednesday. What's going on, everybody? Okay. So, let me tell y'all what happened this morning, and y'all tell me if I did anything wrong. Okay. So this morning, I am not gonna lie, I woke up a little groggy, was exhausted. I'm still trying to get over the weekend, right? And so my wife, comes into the room after taking the kids to the bus stop, and she goes, "Hey, look, we're trying to sign our kid up for basketball, my son. Hey, I emailed this guy, and he told me to email him back or call him back. And I just think it's a little weird. Can you call and make sure this guy's legit?" Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. So instead of calling the number that the guy gave her to make sure that the guy is legit, okay, I then said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call up our local Parks and Rec, see what the deal is for signing our son up for basketball to make sure this entity and this person is legit. Call up local Parks and Rec. They pick up on the second ring. Hey, look, my name is Steven. My wife and I are trying to sign up our kid for youth basketball. We found this website. It's a little shoddy. And I found this Facebook group, and there's really no, reviews or anything. It just looks weird. I want to make sure that, this person is saying who they are. Okay, Mr. Daniels, no problem. So they verify everything. And after like 5 minutes on the phone, getting transferred a couple times, it was legit. The guy was legit. So I could go back to my wife. Hey, honey, the guy's legit. Just so you know. Well, I wanted you to call him to make sure he was legit. Time out. You wanted me to call the number that you got to make sure that this guy's legit. He could have told me he was the king of Europe. And I would have had to believe him because you wanted me to call up the number to make sure that he was legit. Does that make sense to anybody in here? Can y'all please tell me? Did I do? Because I went about verifying through a third-party source to make sure that it was right. Okay? Did I do it? I went about it the right way, right? Okay? No?
No.
Was I supposed to call up the number that she got from that guy to make sure that he was legit?
I need to hear her side before I give my opinion, because I don't know. I've heard you done this to me with my Tua stuff before.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
Look, Tamika said this dude called 511 people. 11 people. Adam, he says, I'm on your side, Steven. You did the right thing. I would have done the same. Thank you.
If what you said is accurate, then
your wife is right, bud. You did right. Thank you.
But here's what you should have done after.
Thank you.
Just to clean your slate, after you called them, you should have called that guy.
Why? She asked me to verify. Well, she asked me to verify, was this guy legit? I called and verified if the guy was legit.
Oh, man. 14 years I've been married. And I learned, even if you do your own thing.
My wife goes, look, my wife's in the chat, just so everybody knows this is my wife. She goes, he spent 30 minutes talking about and then asked if I wanted him to call the guy. And you asked if your question to me, my beautiful, lovely, amazing wife was, can you call to verify if this guy's legit? I did that. You didn't ask me to do anything else except to verify if the guy was legit. That's it. I'm just saying.
I've been there, man. I've learned.
I did exactly what she asked.
I had a time
where it was a whole thing. We laughed about it and yelled at each other for 20 minutes over nothing.
When I lived on base, dude, on the Navy base, we had my wife's car's brakes were squeaking, and I was like, when I was in the Navy, I didn't have a lot of time at home, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll get to it on the weekend. I'll fix it on the weekend. I'll change your brake pads, and if your rotors need to be changed, I'll change them if they're warped and all that. So that's my plan. I come home on a Thursday, some dude is under my wife's car fixing her fucking. Sorry, it gets me going. It really bothers me. And,
obviously.
And he's working on her car.
You had another guy under your wife's car? I'm just saying.
And he was our neighbor. And he's like an annoying neighbor back then. Oh. And he outranked me too at the time. And I was like, hey, bro, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm helping you guys out. I'm doing your brakes because I know you're busy. And I was like, look, bro, I can do my own brakes. I don't need you over here fixing my stuff. Like, it really bothered me.
Yeah.
I even had to tell friends that would like come over and wait for me to get out of work. They'll be sitting on my porch. I'm like, you don't wait for me at my house, bro. Like, you come over after like I'm home and I took a shower. I'll call you, say I'm ready.
Whoa.
Like I just have this weird thing about I don't like people just waiting at my house or you know what I mean?
I get it.
It's pride. I got pride in taking care of my stuff.
If I ever come to Jacksonville, I cannot wait at your house without you being there. I got it. I get it.
Yeah,
I
don't just show up.
All right.
Yeah.
My wife said I asked them to call the guy in the first place. If the guy sounded weird, keep it moving. That's not what you asked. You asked to verify if the guy was legit.
Steven,
I was not calling the guy to ask if he was legit. That's
not what you heard.
No.
You just weren't listening.
Look, my wife said next time I'll get the brake guy to call.
You know what's funny though is when you tell them what's wrong.
And Eric says Roach was Navy. That explains a lot.
When you tell them what's wrong with something like, for example, the brakes, and they don't believe you, right? Yeah. And then you come home, and that was the reason I was so mad is that she didn't believe me, and then I came home and this dude's fixing the brakes. I'm like, why do you believe this guy?
NorCal says, Tamika, I'm with Steven. You can't check a dude by calling the number he gives you. Steven did it right, but he should have called the dude after.
Yep, you missed a step.
I did exactly what my wife wanted me to do. I called to verify if the guy was legit. I did nothing wrong here. Nothing. At all.
Well,
just tell your wife she's wrong.
And in Steven's defense, though,
are you married?
He's still hungover from a Dolphins victory.
I mean, hey, that's true too.
Like one of the biggest moments in our history as Dolphin fans. And there's a long
Adravius, if you go back and rewind, you'll see. But you know what? For you, I'll re-explain it again.
Oh, here we go.
My wife gave me a number to call to see if this guy was legit for a youth basketball league. And she wanted me to call the number that the guy gave her to make sure that to verify if he was legit. So I decided to call Parks and Rec to verify if the guy was legit instead of the number that he gave me. But I'm wrong.
Hey, all the military in the chat, thank you guys for your service, man.
Steven, you're entering a battle you can't win. Love you, man. I am married. Not happily, but married. I am very happily. Hold on. I am very happily married to my wonderful, amazing wife. Do you guys believe that?
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie. My wife is like the most awesome person on earth. I love you, Tamika, more than anything in this world.
I seen her at the party in Baltimore, man. With your kids? Yeah, they were all there.
We had a good time. We had a good time. It was good stuff, man.
Are you taking her to the Bills game?
No, How do you
not take her to the Bills game?
Because she doesn't want to sit in the heat. Steven needs more monotone, Steven. Okay. All right. I'll get it next time. I'm married to not being married, Andreas said. Oh, man. Well, I apologize for being tardy to the party this morning for everybody. We'll blame it on me, I guess. It was all my fault. It wasn't my fault at all. It was all my fault.
Does it feel weird getting all this national coverage about the Dolphins?
It does, man. I, was just sitting on the couch last night with my wife, who I love very, very much. Crystal Locke says marriage has ruined my marriage. You guys are too much in the chat this morning. It is weird, man. It is weird. And if the Dolphins win on Sunday, it's going to be, I've never seen coverage like this for the Dolphins on national media level.
Right.
Ever. Even when Marino was like retiring, it was a big deal.
What was your favorite coverage though?
Oh man, it has to be what Rich Eisen said.
And then there was another one I just watched. I think it was Good Morning Football. Did you see that one?
Yeah, a little bit of it. I didn't.
They're talking about.
I got flagged yesterday, by the way.
That's okay. Just challenge it. Say you were critiquing it.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yep, under fair use. So
I got shot for the video backwards too. I got 2 hits. I got for that.
Yeah. And you just do it for both. You'll win it as long as you're talking over it and critiquing it, not just playing it.
Okay.
So my favorite was Good Morning. Look at they just assume it was the herd. See what I mean? But in all actuality, what he said wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? Like factually speaking, he was accurate, but he took the emotion out of it is what he did. Now, Good Morning Football basically was saying if we win against Buffalo, like it's a transition moment. And then you have to question, like this game could determine the first seed of the playoffs. Like even if we end up bombing it and not get in the playoffs, it could ruin Buffalo's shot as a number 1 seed. Like that's how big this game is.
Look, I'll say this.
And this is a prove it game. This is another prove it game.
I'm going to get killed for this, but I don't care. I really don't. If Miami wins on Sunday, they legit could go on like 11 or 12 game win streak before they face like they could be 10-0 or 11-0. I'm throwing that out there right now. If they win on Sunday, they legit are going to win like the next,
right?
Like they're going to start the season 11-0.
And we're in their heads already. Here's the difference. We had this game earmarked on our schedule. I don't think Buffalo did.
I mean, they had to.
I don't think they did, man. They got.
So Stephon Diggs was on like ESPN or something. He was like, "Well, they were wonderful. They were, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They're great.
I bet they're friends.
They're awesome. Huh?
They're probably friends.
I don't know. Look. Eric Carrier says the Bills secondary is in shambles this week.
Can you imagine?
Hyde's most likely out now.
Like,
bro, if
Clemente.
We not only do we beat them, if we were to blow them out, come on.
Mm-hmm. But can you imagine this, Steven? If we go undefeated again, and we're on the
50th. My wife said that. She's like, what it would be if the Dolphins went undefeated on their 50th anniversary of their undefeated season. I want to say that's crazy talk, but is it though if we win on Sunday?
If that happens, dude.
Because what other team's going to beat us?
If that happens, I'll just die a happy guy. I don't even need to have sex again in my life. That's enough.
Pause.
That's
enough.
That's enough. That's enough.
Let's look. You know what? That should be the poll question of the day. We'll do that.
What? Do you want to have sex or see the Dolphins go undefeated?
Dolphins win a Super Bowl. Dolphins win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to put the poll question. Should I put the poll question, Roach?
What is the question you're asking?
The Dolphins win a Super Bowl, but you would never have sex again for the rest of your life.
No, undefeated win a Super Bowl. So undefeated SB or sex.
Or
coitus. Put coitus. That's more professional.
I don't care.
Can you spell coitus?
No. That's why.
Caller.
Don't give me names.
Caller, we need you to spell coitus for Steve.
Christolakis, yes, it is still on the table.
Whoa, this is a different
totally took a left turn in the chat.
Woo!
I can't with the chat. I'm not even gonna put it as a poll question, but in the chat. Hey. In the chat. Woo. Oh, celibacy or Super Bowl? No, it's not, because nobody's choosing celibacy over a Super Bowl.
It's undefeated.
They're saying in order for the Dolphins to win a Super Bowl, you would have to give up sex for the rest of your life.
No, a 72 repeat.
You want an undefeated season.
72 repeat.
So time out. What you're saying is, Roach, if the Dolphins lost the game, You're not giving up sex for the rest of your life.
Either way, I probably won't. But it's just like it was a way to show how awesome it would be.
John Cristolakis says, married 9 years. I've been training for this. Oh my God.
Look at Bones.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
this show took a left turn this morning. Did not see it.
This is
20-0. I'd give up sex.
This is how we know. This is how you could tell people's true support lies for the team.
The show.
You know that? This is how you know.
This is hands down the best show in the world.
Look, it's like TD said it this morning. When you put money on a game, you know where your true value lies and what your beliefs are. So this is proof of that. Would
you be willing to give up sex for 50 years if the Dolphins go perfect again this year?
I'll probably be dead in 50 years. Yep. I'll be sailing around the universe as a starseed.
Because my wife is listening to the show, I choose to plead the fifth. Okay? I choose to plead the fifth. I shall not give an answer.
She was probably about to turn off the show, and I was like, let me see what this fool's about to say.
I choose not to listen to the show. I choose not to answer that question. No, not going to do it. Not getting me in trouble. Not going to happen. Oh, my God.
Hey, and it might be different. It might be we go undefeated, win the Super Bowl. You single guys, man, start wearing that Dolphin gear. It might get you, you might get in the door.
Andravia says, I've had sex with a lot of women in my day. I've never seen the Dolphins win the Super Bowl. Give me the undefeated season, please. No sex for an undefeated Super Bowl. Bye, Sheena. Oh my God, y'all are crazy in the chat this morning.
What do you give up for a 72 repeat?
That's not a poll question. That's
the question, and then you give three. You give options underneath. Do you give up alcohol? Do you give up weed, sex, or something else?
Food.
Dude, you're just gonna die.
You don't necessarily need food to live. You need water to live.
You do need food to live, Steven.
Well, I mean, like
water only gets you so far.
How about good food?
Good food.
I don't want to eat kale for the rest of my life.
Well,
Andrevius gets it. He won't be getting it, but he gets it.
Well, Cristolakis
is on fire this morning, y'all. Cristolakis is on fire in the chat this morning. Oh my God.
John, are you able to give up your wife's cooking if the Dolphins win a Super Bowl?
Mark Norcal says, I would quit smoking weed for 50 weeks if they go perfect this year. You won't.
Oh,
you won't do it, Mark.
Actually, this is perfect. Can you guys please send me a DM if y'all know how to get weed out of your system for a drug test? I got 3 weeks. So send me a DM.
Hit up Roach. Let's talk about Roach. Be a vegan like me. There's nothing wrong with vegan. I
don't even know how to be a vegan.
I stopped eating her food in fear of poisoning. Cristolakis is straight on fire this morning, y'all.
Wait, could I lose weight by being a vegan?
Yes, really? Of course.
What am I not?
Drink a water a gallon a day and you'll be fine. I'll never pick up a pan again, Aldo says.
A gallon a day? I don't drink any water. I drink sodas and this.
Bro,
maybe that's why I had chest pain. Is because all I drink is caffeine.
Dude, you don't drink water, seriously?
No, water's in soda. There's water in this. And
there's not, Roach. What are you talking about? You need to drink water. Are you kidding me?
It says water right there. Water. WATER. Water.
Dude, you see me drinking this all the time. This is water.
I know. I need to drink water because I'm about to be laying pipe.
You don't drink water? Come on. You're about to lay pipe?
I'm about to be laying pipe in 100-degree weather. You know what I mean?
Bro, we've already taken a left turn this morning with this show. I'm convinced Steven is dyslexic. I'm not even trying to make fun of him. I am dyslexic a little bit. Why? What did I say? Drug testing is what I do, Roach. You need to pass a drug screen.
Yeah, it's for a job. It's for a job. So
no, you missed what he was saying. He tests drugs for a living. What you need to do is pass a drug screen. You totally missed that.
Oh,
went right over your head.
I thought he was saying he administers drug test. You need to pass it. Okay.
But he probably, I would bet he would know. Navy logic.
How am I not dehydrated? He said, because I drink so much of soda, it comes out clear.
That's not a thing. That's not true.
Yeah, if you drink enough of it, it'll come out. It's just like beer.
No,
you don't think it? I've been doing it my whole life, Steven.
Oh my God. And that's why you've been having chest pains and you've been going to the hospital. You need to drink water, Roach.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Roach, just look at me. I love you. I love you with all of my heart. You need to drink water.
Look, I got you.
Do you?
This ain't an intervention, Steven. This is
do you?
It is.
But do you though?
Synthetic piss is what Rick said. I thought about it, man, but I'm so scared of getting caught.
Shout out to government jobs and their BS drug policies.
Like, what do you do with synthetic pee? Do you like inject it into your pee hole and then pee it back out?
Roach, if you want to pass a drug screening, you'll need to ask Stephen D to pee in a tube for you. I'm in Baltimore. He's in Jacksonville. What am I going to do? Pee in a tube and mail it to him? How's it going to stay warm and fresh? What are we talking about this morning? Where did this show go?
We're helping people get jobs right now.
Oh, my God. We have literally talked about everything except for the Dolphins this morning. Roach, have you been alive?
You need to be alive.
Roach, you have to be alive for when Skylar Thompson retires with no career start so I can talk crazy to you. Drink your water. I work at the Coke warehouse in Jacksonville. Soda is just O2 and syrup. It's not water, though, bro. You need water. Oil changes for everyone. What are we talking about this morning? And my numbers are going up, too. Like, people aren't dropping off. I feel like people are learning stuff this morning.
You guys are getting to know us more than ever before.
I know. Oh, my God.
You know what you need, Steven? You need to do a morning show from your bed. Just under your covers, like right when you wake up and just be like...
Nobody wants to see that.
I know.
My wife doesn't want to see that. I'm just saying.
Oh, man. And if anybody's looking for the Tua card, Madden screwed up again. It's been delayed till sometime today. They're about to announce it here when that whole pack is coming out. So right now there's a pack strike. So don't buy any packs with real money on the game because you're not going to get anything out of it. It's so lopsided statistically over previous years that they're actually doing a special thing right now about it. And I'll let you know what it is, but they're trying to fix it.
Madden effing up.
That's why NFL 2K needs to come out, man, because this Madden is just like they're monopolizing it and they can just
tell me how you really feel.
Screw people over whenever.
So are we starting a boycott against Madden now? Is this a thing?
I'm not. All the Madden YouTubers are. They're all refusing. Like people with 100K subscribers are all refusing to open up packs.
Well, I don't have 100K subscribers, so I guess I don't have to. I didn't know a Madden strike was a thing.
Bro.
That's crazy. Let's strike Madden.
Yeah. What? Look up pack strike, pound pack strike on Twitter. You'll see it.
Are the tickets expensive, Andrevius? What are that is interesting. So, by the way, CBS is sending their number 2 team. Tony Romo isn't going out to the Dolphins. How is this not the NFL game of the week? Can you explain this to me?
What's the point of having a flex where you can move people around if you're not going to use it for a situation like this?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I get why they don't like, I don't know. I agree with you. I'm very interested to see how much of the country is going to see this game on Sunday. Because in past, it's usually just Miami and Buffalo. This is the game of the week, right? Is this not the game of the week?
This right here is, I think it's the most pivotal game of the first half of the year.
Fins Fans 13 says TV contracts don't allow for flex until week 5, and then it's still limited until week 11. It's BS. My wife says, I love you, honey. Thanks for your help this morning. Have a great show. Fins up. I love you too, honey. You're
think about this. I was looking at the Amazon, how many teams have like 2 Thursday night games. We're not one of them. Like the Titans. Titans get 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, are we not going to see the love until we tear people up this year?
So I guess the real question is how many games will get if Miami. Let's say Miami starts out 9-2, or 7-2. Let's say 7-2. That puts us at what, week 10? How many games will get flexed for the Dolphins into prime time?
When we have
two, 3 or 4.
We have next Thursday, right?
We got Thursday. That's 1 prime time. We have the Sunday night game against Pittsburgh. That's 2. The max you can have is 6.
We don't have a Monday.
We do not have a Monday night game.
And they
this year.
flex a Monday.
You cannot flex Mondays yet.
It's only Sunday morning to Sunday evening.
Well, no, I think NFL did come out with a rule saying you can flex Monday starting next year. Is it this year or next year?
They probably got to give you weeks notice, though. Like, you can't be
Christmas is not considered a primetime game, Adamy.
Well, Christmas, I can't.
They're not considering it a primetime game.
Well, I am. I don't care what they do.
We are, but the league doesn't count.
And who we playing on Christmas again?
We play on Christmas Day.
But who we playing?
The Packers.
Oh. I'm not even scared about the Packers anymore, seeing them play.
Yeah, I'm not scared of anybody right now.
Like a lot of these teams,
Buffalo, I respect.
Yeah,
but
a lot of these teams have gotten rid of big players, and they look at Devontae Adams going to the Oakland.
Hold on, real quick. I want to finish this primetime thing real quick.
What's your primetime thing?
Do you think we're gonna get any more primetime games?
No.
Even if the Dolphins are winning.
No, because I don't trust the NFL to do anything that's legit.
Colin says, "Hey, Stephen D, if my TV says on Sunday at 1:00 there's not going to be a game right now, could that change?" I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand, Colin. If my TV says on Sunday at 1:00 that there's not going to be a game on right now,
I go to 506 and verify. Yesterday the map wasn't up. I'll see if it's up now.
I don't think it's up till Thursday. Dolphins got to get 2 more primetime games this year. Minimum if they're winning. Minimum. So here's the other thing. The Bills game in December in Buffalo, there's no date for that yet. So that's going to get flexed to Saturday night. That will be a primetime game.
The map comes out today, but it's not out yet.
So there's one. But will any 1:00 games get moved to Sunday night? That is the question. I'm interested to know. Put it in the chat right now. Do you think any 1:00 Sunday games will go to Sunday Night Football? Will get flexed into Sunday Night Football? Put that in the chat. 1, 2, none. I think 2. I think 2 games can get flexed.
Dude, they're flooding the comment section of the Madden live stream news saying pound pack strike. That's the only thing in there. Over 20,000 people.
Pound pack strike.
Yeah. And this dude's like, I don't know what to tell you guys about that. You don't know what to do.
Our best chance of getting flexed would be LA Chargers, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Herbert and Tua. That would be. Yeah, we are getting flexed. We always get looked at it towards the end of the year. None of our home games are worthy of being flexed. Look at the opponents. Got to go to the MetLife Takeover, Andrevius. MetLife Takeover. That's going to be the game.
All right. Team of the week is out. Tua's challenges are out, so you can go get your cards out.
You are just all about Madden, sir.
Hey, man, I'm just letting them know.
All right. It's Wildin' Out Wednesday. Y'all ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Fight! I just put it in the chat.
Listen to this. What do you think Tua's challenge would be? You get a challenge, you have to complete an objective. What do you think it would be after his game? I think it would be score 6 touchdowns.
Yes.
It's score 1 touchdown in a quarter. That's the challenge.
Well, can't all be perfect, except for the 1972 Miami Dolphins, which are duh. Okay. Did Tua Matta's rating go up? Andrevius wants to know.
Not his rating, but his it's his ultimate team card. He went from a 87 card to a 90 card.
Tua's only challenge is you accepting him, Roach.
Well, I accepted him when he became a Dolphin. I just questioned some of his abilities. That's all.
All right. First person on the panel. Nobody else is up here. Mark. Good morning, Mark.
Well, good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Roach. And
Good morning, man.
Roach, as a type 2 diabetic, just want to let you know I've had a lot of bad habits in my past, and over the past 6 years since I was diagnosed, I've got my A1C down from 16.7 down to 5.5. I have no diabetic symptoms, and I've lost 125 pounds. And I cut out sodas and added a bunch of vegetables and fruit to my diet.
There you go.
I love you. I love you.
Mark over here eating
I want
healthy,
you to improve your health.
Eating healthy.
I'm sorry, Stu. I didn't hear you.
I said you over here eating healthy, cuz.
Oh, Marino's goats.
It was that or die. So I figured I wanted to live to see a Bills Super Bowl, so I may have to live to 100. I'm 64 now.
Well, that's not going to happen this year, buddy. Just to let you know,
it's a distinct possibility. Hey, I keep reading the stuff on the Bills fan forum page, and it's like,
do they think that they're going to walk over us on Sunday? Do Bills fans think they are going to walk over us on Sunday?
Yes, and they are incredibly stupid.
You have no arguments for me here, Mark. None.
I mean, this is gonna be a dogfight to the finish. I think it's gonna be a high scoring dogfight. What
does Kevin Garnett say? Kevin Garnett said it's a bar fight, Craig. It's gonna be a bar fight.
It's gonna be a bombs away fight. Buffalo's got 2 rookie corners. They're getting their defensive lineman back, which is a good thing. They're getting Gabe Davis back, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. But still, 2 rookie corners. I don't know if Dane Jackson's going to play. I doubt it after that injury, although he did walk out of the hospital fine and there's no neck or spinal injury, so maybe he'll play. But still, the Dolphins are going to score.
If Micah Hyde doesn't play, man, you're secondary.
Bro. Yeah, Micah Hyde's going to play. That ended up being just a stinger. That was no big deal. Same thing with Milano. That's no big deal. So the Bills will come in healthy minus Dane Jackson. I don't think Dane Jackson is going to be given the okay to play. So you're dealing with 2 rookies. I mean, both of them are very good, but to me, this game comes down to the Bills' defensive line against the Miami offensive line. If the Dolphins' offensive line holds up, then it's a 50-50 game. I'm not a delusional idiot Bills fan who disrespects other teams.
You know what, Mark? I have no problem with anything you just said.
Mark,
I agree.
What I'm worried about with cutting out sodas and Red Bulls and coffee, caffeine.
Yes, sir.
Headaches. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, okay. You can drink. Can you go to decaf at least?
Yeah.
Okay. Decaf is fine. If you have to do sodas, please do like sugar-free sodas. Or
I do Coke Zero or Pepsi Max.
Okay. Yeah. I just want you to take care of yourself. I don't want you to.
Mark
I ended up
cares for you, Roach.
My blood
fan cares for you. Now I can't.
Tua just fumbled the ball in the challenge, bro.
I can't say that Andrevius feels the same way. What?
Wait, what? What's going on?
What?
Good morning, Andrevius. Good morning,
I do
Rashad.
care
How you
about
guys
Roach.
doing?
I told him to drink a gallon of water every day so he doesn't die, so I can rub it in his face when Skyler never does anything in his career.
So he can keep beating.
Honestly, guys, I do 64 to 72 fluid ounces of water every day. I only drink water. It also improves the mental acuity, and it takes the toxins completely out of your system.
It is.
Yep.
I drink a lot of water too.
See, I was looking at detox kits on Amazon, but I heard they're all fake.
Bro, you don't need it. What you need to do is literally just drink water.
No, I'm talking about
a
for
lot
the
of water,
test, bro.
Roach. I do for like 4 ounces every hour.
Roach, you said you got 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If you drink a shitload of water, the weed will be out of your system. I promise you. You don't need to detox.
And cranberry juice.
I love cranberry juice, actually.
I feel like that's a myth. I don't know if the cranberry juice thing is real.
So if I drink a gallon of water and a gallon of cranberry juice, I'll be good.
Hey, Roach, instead of taking cranberry juice, which is high in sugar content, take a cranberry supplement pill from a company called AZO. You can get it at your local Walmart or Target. It's a cranberry supplement pill. It has no sugar in it, but it gives you all the benefits of cranberries.
Delicious. All right.
Hey, look at all the support I'm getting from people in the chat and on here. Thank you, guys, man.
We like you, dude.
They don't just
the
think
Dolphins this morning, which I hate.
Well, I was going to ask you, if you're little Tua, can you see over the line? Because the big Tua can't.
Oh, all right. So I have a question for Rashad
serious.
and Andrevius. You guys are on other platforms. What is the feel of the Dolphins community that you guys are getting this week? Like, what is the feel within the community?
So there's still people arguing, and I think people will always be arguing, but I feel like it's been less angry, less hostile than I've ever seen it. Honestly, like, I don't feel like people want to kill each other. They might want to punch each other, but not kill each other.
Okay, and there's a difference, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, there was a little blow this morning on Miss Finn's show with somebody in color, so that was kind of weird.
I mean, I got on the show.
That man asked Steven, was this the hot dog and water story Crypto was talking about last night that had us dying of laughter at the Baltimore game? I don't know what he told you, but let me tell you, in Baltimore, the only place I could get a whole group of tickets was literally in the very top section of the very top row of the stadium. Mm-hmm. So we had 4 rows in section 544, and it was the last 4 rows up top. And the way that Baltimore is set up at the top of the stadium is like the top is like this. It's steep. This does nothing for you. There we go. Hopefully you get a better angle. So normally it would be like this, and you're walking up just a regular flight of stairs, nothing to it. This was a freaking Stairmaster, bro. And there's 36 rows all the way from the bottom to the top of the top level. Bro, I am out of shape. But let me tell you, people that were in shape were like gassing when they were getting all the way up to the top. Like, it's rough. It ain't no joke. It's rough. Mm-hmm. So yeah, once I got up there, there was no coming down. There was no coming down.
Yeah, it's one of those days where you want to get one of those bottles and tubes that connect to your junk, you know?
Oh, bro, I didn't. No, but I also feel like once you go to the bathroom the first time, then it opens up the floodgates for everything, for you to keep going. So I just hold it. That's what I did.
Yeah, you need one of those tube things that connect.
I don't know about that.
I will say,
if you ever do like a long drive, Steven, where you don't really want to stop at a rest stop, you get one of those things that connects onto
Speaking of crypto. Now, what were you telling these people, Crypto?
Mm-hmm. You putting in orders while I'm trying to go down there and use the restroom, and you throwing in a 5-course meal order. Talking about Crypto, get me this, get me that. I'm like, Steven,
I asked for water and like a hot dog. That's all I asked for. It's not a 5-course meal. Water and a hot dog.
You trying to order a 5-course meal, Steven? I'm trying to watch this awesome comeback.
Whatever, you were going down anyway.
You made me miss the third quarter, Steven.
You trying to say, Steven, there were no vendors. They went up to row 36.
You didn't miss anything.
Patriots game, I went to get some water during a timeout, a commercial timeout, and I missed the defensive field goal. I mean, the defensive touchdown. I was so mad.
Were you?
I missed the second touchdown.
Were you at the game?
But I saw it on the Jumbotron in the hallway.
Oh my God! Are you coming to the game on Sunday, Andrevius?
I haven't gotten tickets yet, but I'm coming.
Hey, a great place to sit.com.
It's got to be a sellout.
Let me look at this right now.
Dolphins sell at the stadium.
A great place to sit.com for everybody who wants to know.
But Steven, those stairs
sold out, Mark. But there's always stairs, people selling their tickets.
It wasn't steep. That climb was like a ladder. It was not like a regular freaking climb. It's like climbing up a ladder,
bro. Right? It was crazy.
Yes, unbelievable. It's a hell of a climb. It's like climbing Mount Everest.
Like, even Solo gets on me. He's like, bro, he's like, nah, I can't even get on you. Them stairs were hard, bro. They were hard.
Yeah, if you want a good workout, just go to the freaking Ravens Stadium and you'll get all the workouts you freaking need.
Up top.
Look, Marino's goat set me up, Steven. He said, Roach, you see that Herbert card looks bad, huh? And I'm like, if I agree with him, you know what's going to happen.
Everybody.
But I agree with you.
Let me see.
This card does look good.
It's great really place to sit. I'm looking. So tickets are like. Somebody was telling me tickets for this game is crazy right now.
I'm sure it is. This is the best match, obviously the best matchup of the week between the two of the top 5 best teams in the league.
This matchup of the week.
I wonder how much does it cost to be inside the air-conditioned spot in the stadium?
You talking about the luxury suites?
Only one spot?
I don't know how it's going to be in Jet Stadium in MetLife. That's going to be crazy.
In Jacksonville, they give you a coupon.
Luxury suites. There's nothing less than $1,500 a ticket.
What?
That's wild, right?
Well, you got like a TV in there, right? So you can see zoomed in because you're far away.
I think so.
And then
are you on a greatplacetosit.com?
Well, hold on. Let me go to
a great place to sit.
Well, just go to Game Time. That's a good one.
No, we're sponsored, bro.
Greatplacetosit.com is our sponsor.
Why would
what are you talking about?
Why?
Rashad, it's like, are you
Crypto over here plugging other people?
To get this.
That's why I got my tickets. I got a good deal on the Jets.
You would have got a better deal on a greatplacetosit.com. How dare you, Crypto?
Good morning, guys.
You kept that secret from me, Steven. How dare you?
Greatplacetosit.com.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? Hey, Steven.
What's up, Alex?
What's up? What's up, Crip? And Irvin, Steven, Roach.
What's up, man?
What's good, my boy? What's good?
Mark, hope you guys having a great day. Little Tua, hope you guys having a great day as well. And
one day closer to Sunday, so yeah.
Definitely. Hey, Steve, look at what I sent you on Twitter on the Game Time app. Those are the seats, the prices at the stadium.
Why? Hey, guys, a greatplacetosit.com. Stop going to other places.
How hard is it to not?
I was talking.
Stop promoting other places.
Right.
A greatplacetosit.com. Y'all are killing me.
Hey, that's a new one that just came out, Steven, isn't it?
I'm not about to tell you what I see right now, Steven, because it's not going to make your sponsor look good.
What are you talking about?
It's cheaper on Ticketmaster than it is on
Game Time is cheaper than Ticketmaster.
Call them.
That's what I said, Alex.
These tickets look insane. The prices on a great place.
Alex, they kind of roasted me already, Alex.
Oh, they are?
Game Time.
Oh, God.
That's what I told them.
I love Game Time.
Steven, are you selling
there
us
you
a
go.
lie
Alex
right
has
now?
got my back.
Selling you a
now,
lie,
Steven, there you go. There you go. Alex got my back, Steven.
Yes, Game Time app because, bro, let me tell you something. Last Sunday.
What is they?
We're not doing there you go, Alex.
There,
you got my back.
Thank you. We're not going to be talking crap.
Yeah, if you're going to come up here and bash the sponsor, you're not going to be up. So there you go.
Damn.
We'll let you back on.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
All right, fine. I'm not bashing your site no more.
What the?
Man, Rashad, you got.
You said it's cheaper on Game Time, Alex. I might have to roll with Alex.
This real quick though. The tickets for the Dallas Cowboys Cincinnati Bengals game last Sunday.
I told you to call them and use the code word DWA, and he will.
So they'll give me a discount if I use the code DWA.
You will get 5% off.
I got my shirt.
So no inverter on that, right? So
what's up, Steven?
What's up, Robert? What do you got going on in the background? There's a lot of noise in the background.
I'm sitting outside right now.
Okay.
So
all right.
They just walked outside, so it should be gone.
No, I'm telling you because bro, call them. You get 5% off. He will take care of you all.
God. Guys, I was lying. It's cheaper on a great place to sit.
Did you buy tickets?
Awesome.
You guys are killing me.
Where's your tickets? Where's the proof at, Andreas?
I mean, Steven, you put sex up against.
I gotta wait. I don't get paid yet. I get paid tomorrow.
No excuse. 2 days early. You get paid 2 days early. Today is payday.
To go to a Cowgirl game than a Dolphin game right now. That's crazy. Who would have thought that?
Because the Cowgirls are bad and they don't have anyone worth seeing.
That is true.
We have Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
And Jalen Waddle.
Exactly.
How banged up is the Bills secondary? Like I
heard they're
don't
really
know.
banged up. Mark, I heard you guys are really
Well,
banged up.
he said they just got rookie secondary. They got
What
rookies
they've got,
back there.
they're going to be starting Kyer Elam, which is their number 1 pick, and Christian Benford, who is their 6th round pick. But both of them have played really, really well.
Yeah, they played
The first 2
the
games. I
6th
don't
round
think
pick
Dane
is
Jackson is going to be able to
playing better
play,
than the
although
first
he
round.
did walk out of the hospital. There's no neck or spinal issue. They'll bring up Cam Lewis from the practice squad to play corner, but that's still not a good scenario.
Well, I mean,
the Dolphins are going to score points. There's
the
no doubt
concern
about that.
The concern for you, Mark, should be like if we force the Falcons to run 6,000 yards in their defensive backfield, and that wasn't in Miami's heat, how are you guys going to hold up on that?
It's the game to me, as I've said, it comes down to the Bills' defensive line against the Dolphins' offensive line. If the Bills get immediate pressure on Tua, then it's going to be a problematic issue for the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be able to run the football in any capacity. The Bills stuffed Henry with 13 carries for 25 yards on Monday night. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I don't think the Dolphins' running game is going to be an issue. And I also don't think the Dolphins' defense is going to be able to do very much against the Bills' offense. I mean, the Bills scored 41 on Monday night without Gabe Davis, and they had Jake Kumaro catching passes.
They also played a far worse defense. Like the Titans are a shell of the team that they were. And the Rams, Jalen Ramsey looked like crap. And they didn't play the
Jalen
Falcons
Ramsey,
well.
I'm not counting the first game.
Ramsey, but the bottom line is that Josh Allen in 7.5 quarters has 7 touchdown passes and 614 yards passing. They pulled him at midway through the third quarter.
All right, I got to be a homer right now and say, and 3 quarters to as, no, it's 4. Fuck.
Well, I mean, Tua, and one of the reasons that Tua rang up 469 on Sunday was because the Dolphins defense gave up a ton of points. And I'm not saying it wasn't a great comeback because it was. It was a great game.
It's one of the most epic comebacks in NFL history, man.
It was awesome. Oh my God, it was totally awesome.
At least you're not like the media that's sitting there saying, "Oh, he hit a bunch of wide open receivers. I'm not buying into this Tua hype."
Well, anybody who says, okay, a quarterback has to hit receivers that are open. Tua hit receivers that are open. He did his job.
That's not an easy job.
And some of those weren't open. Some of those were tight window throws.
Some of them were, but some of them were wide open, and he did his job.
Right. It was a mix, but some of it was bad D. Some of it was tight throws, and some of it was busted coverage.
Yes.
But there was a lot of good stuff also going on in the
first
half of that game. Yeah, there were 2 interceptions, but there was a lot of good stuff going on that Tua was doing in the first half, coming underneath. Doing some things that he hasn't really been doing in the past. So there was a lot of growth and development into his game, regardless of what happened in the fourth quarter, which was absolutely awesome.
Yes, good point right there. Because you did mention that because I said I was saying the same thing. Outside of the 2 picks in the first half, I don't think Tua looked that bad throwing the ball at all.
No, and one of the picks was one of those goofy plays you throw into coverage and the ball deflects and it happens.
All right, a 506 just released the map, Roach. Can you get on it and share it? 506 Sports just released the map for Sunday.
I gotta get back inside. I just wanted to pop my head in. Appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later, and everyone have a good day.
That work, bro.
You too, man. You too, bro.
So y'all ain't gonna donate $1 to me so I can get tickets for this game?
You the one said it was cheap. Capping for Steven talking about it's the cheapest. And you ain't got paid.
Listen, I'm poor, guys. I'm poor. I promise. All that money I'll be donating to Steven's show, that's prop money. It's prop money. It's not real.
Slim Shady, I see you guys picked up Cole Beasley.
Yeah, I saw that. I was hoping they wouldn't have to pick up
somebody else. Hold on real quick, guys. All right, so the Dolphins are in the green.
Right. So basically, I'm screwed.
Kidding me, bro.
Jacksonville.
I don't have a morning game.
Jacksonville and Orlando are getting the Jacksonville Chargers.
Of course, I'm right there in the orange. You
but what sucks about that is like,
of course, I gotta watch.
How do you watch games, Roach?
What is it? When DirecTV works. Sunday ticket.
What do you mean you don't got
Roach,
DirecTV owed a lot of people money.
Sunday with the NFL Sunday ticket?
That's inexcusable with DirecTV.
It has been working for 2 weeks.
Why do you say you don't get a 1 o'clock game?
Because if you look,
streaming on the streaming service,
anywhere you see the yellow,
this is people without it.
They get a late game. They get CBS late, and then if you go down here to Fox early, we'll have the Vegas Tennessee game.
Well, I get a 1 and a 4 game.
That's a real barn burner.
Well, I'm gonna watch it on the ticket.
What's the blue?
I pay for the ticket anyway. So.
Blue for early CBS is Cincinnati Jets, and then blue for Fox early is Philadelphia, Washington.
I got the good deal on the ticket anyway.
Why is Texas?
Wait a minute.
Why is Texas getting Philadelphia, Washington?
That's a Cowboys. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Steven. The NFC East. That's why.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys.
What's the late game for Fox?
Late game for all of Florida is Green Bay, Tampa. Look at Tampa getting the love. Look at this.
That's crazy.
The whole state.
And
the entire state is getting the love.
And look at Miami.
You know what though, Roach? Tampa went like 3 years without a Monday night game, so I'll take what I can get.
But look at this crap. Look at Kansas City, Indianapolis. Look at all this red, right? They're playing the Colts, who are abysmal right now. And the Dolphin Bills game is literally the game of the week that everybody's talking about. And look how many little spots.
You want to know? I'll tell you.
By the way, if you also see there,
well, we're screwed up here in freaking Maryland.
CBS is sending their number 3 team, Kevin Harlan, who, by the way, I love because Kevin Harlan called the Miami Miracle and the Baltimore beatdown. So if Kevin Harlan's there, usually means
the Miami
we
Miracle,
win.
Steven. Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle called the
Kansas
Miami
City
Miracle.
and Indianapolis. Who the hell wants to watch the coach play?
And Dan Fouts.
Not me.
I don't even care about the Miami Miracle no more.
I mean, half the damn country is getting blessed with the
Kevin
coach
Harlan
game.
did call last week's game against Baltimore.
So here's
how did Fox get an AFC game?
They need to be
Fox,
fired.
Sometimes in NFL are now they're allowing AFC games to go to Fox and NFC games to go to CBS.
Yeah, thank God I have DirecTV because I wouldn't be getting the Bills Dolphins without it.
Mark, lucky you said that too.
Good luck, Mark, with that that DirecTV working.
But I do find it very sad.
Now I have the regulars, the Genie platform, so I don't have any problem.
I find it very sad that Orlando is getting Jacksonville instead of Miami.
Same.
Here's the only reason why I'm scared to move.
You live in Jacksonville. I get it. I get why you don't have the Dolphins.
But it doesn't make sense because Jacksonville is a late game. It's not an early game.
Yeah, but Fox has the doubleheader. That's why.
Yeah.
But I feel like
that's just stupid. I'm with Roach. That makes no sense.
I feel like in different markets they should make make exceptions for different.
You know who the team was here before Jacksonville came around? The Dolphins was the top.
Mark, you have just a standalone ticket?
Yeah, they breaking the state up.
Also, I just feel like we've come too far in technology, and we pay these streaming services and cable companies too much money to not be able to pick which games we want to watch.
They were just talking about on ESPN that
you should be able to just dial into whatever game you want.
There's 14 games. There's
technology so far should enable that.
Because here's the reality. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of.
Mark, you have the direct.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, Steven. I'm
sitting here trying to talk.
I'm sorry, man. My apologies.
There are a lot of people that are not going to spend $400 on NFL Sunday ticket. They're just not going to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
But we're at the point now
That's
where
why they need to break it up.
Subscribe to your team.
Break up that monopoly.
Subscribe just to the Dolphins.
That will happen next year when Amazon has it.
For a cheaper
Amazon
price.
Yeah, they need to make it so you could just a la carte it and just purchase individual games.
Guys, I promise you on everything next year. That's how it'll be.
I don't know if it'll go that way with Amazon, Steven.
It will. 100%.
But I know it will go that way.
Let me ask you something. Listen to me.
Yeah, you should be about individual game on individual basis.
All right, let me ask you something. If I told you that you can pay $149 and all you get to do is watch the Dolphins every single game this year, I guarantee you 80% of the fan base would be like,
I didn't live in South Florida. That's an easy 150 spend.
I'd go DoorDash
exactly.
one day.
They'll make a lot of money doing that too.
Easy.
Not only that, that's a great business move.
Yep. And for whoever just said the game by game, I could totally see Amazon saying,
yeah,
hey,
game by game.
Spend $29.99 and get the game today.
And if anybody knows how I can watch the game, if DirecTV goes out, DM me what site to go to. Don't put it on here because I don't want Steven to get in trouble. But DM me.
Yep, you could buy a game by game, or you could buy the season pass for your particular team. That's
what's going on, Steven? What's going on, everybody?
What's up,
Batman?
How are you,
hey,
buddy?
Andre, pretty good. Hey, Andrevius, you got a nice case of beer. I got you with a ticket.
A nice case of beer. You got me with a ticket?
Yeah.
For this Sunday?
Batman's a season ticket. I got you.
That's easy.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go.
Better be a Vasasaur.
Yeah, it's got to be Vasasaur, Batman.
Okay.
Vasasaur.
I got you.
The tickets are. You know how much a case of beer is?
All my sponsors this morning. All my sponsors this morning. Vasasaur. It's got to be a Vasasaur. Vasasaur. You got that?
Is that how you roll your R's?
Vasasaur. Vasasaur.
Sor.
What did you say, Andrevius? What are you doing? Why do you have that look upon your face?
Something just happened. Hold on.
Andrevius looks like the world. He just questioned everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
hey, Mark,
Batman, are you excited for this game, buddy?
I am. Early score prediction is 65-35.
What?
Dolphins.
Excuse me?
What?
You're joking. That's not a real. That's not.
Wait till like 1 minute before kickoff. Batman will have his
Batman's
final
not being
score.
serious. Batman, give me your real score prediction.
Nah, you gotta wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I do the score predictions. Okay. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not.
But I'm excited.
I have no idea what I'm thinking of this game.
I feel bad because like
he's a soda.
Mark's cornerbacks, 2 rookie cornerbacks, one being undrafted, going against Tyreek.
No, he wasn't undrafted. Benford was a 6th round pick out of Villanova.
Oh, he'll be running zone anyway.
2 guys that barely know where the football is, and they're going to be guarding Tyreek.
Elam is good, Batman.
They actually play. They're actually playing their roles pretty good.
We'll see how good they are.
This week is the real test. They haven't played anybody that's half as fast as Tyreek and Waddle combined.
Well, of course not.
Or as good.
They're not.
So this is a true test. This is a true test for them.
Are they going to get beat on Sunday? Of course, they're going to get beat on Sunday. We all know that.
Didn't Cooper Kupp go for 150 on week 1 against the corners?
Yeah, actually, he did.
Good morning, Pete.
And it still wasn't enough to beat me in fantasy.
I want to ask Mark a quick question. Mark, for you're out in Buffalo or
I live in San Diego, but I was originally brought up in Buffalo. I had like season tickets from 1964 to 1970 something 1974 I had season tickets, and then I went in the Navy and ended up in San Diego at the
Navy just drops us off places when we retire, and we're like,
that's nice.
The Navy,
that's cool.
That's
Mark.
good.
I like that. Hey, Mark,
so not only that, Mark is a shipmate.
You pay for the Sunday ticket, or
I was a submarine service guy. I was on some boomers and fast attack boats in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, that's
okay. So you familiar with the P3s that we used to send over there, dropping in buoys in the water? That's right.
All right, hold on, guys.
Years old?
Hold on. Pete, good morning, Pete. Pete, you got to take yourself off mute.
Steven, good morning, everybody. I'll be right back. Give me a second, fellas.
How do you get on and then just...
Come on, do you have direct
TV?
Mark, I want to let me ask Mark one more question, bro. I'm sorry. Mark, you have direct TV, or do you have the standalone direct TV?
No, I have the full direct TV. I have I have 4 feeds coming in.
Okay. You got the.
I have games that I can put in my bedroom, in the living room, in the family room, and out in the big patio.
Nice, because I know last week the standalone direct TV was having issues during the Baltimore Dolphins game.
They had to refund They had to refund everybody who was on the streaming service.
Oh dang! I didn't even call.
How much was that?
I don't know how much it was. I don't have that.
You probably won't see it to your next bill. Or
they said the first 2 weeks.
They're prorated and divided the games up.
Yeah.
They're
I pay
prorated.
85 for,
So
I
with
pay
17
85
games.
for my DirecTV. I'm not DirecTV, my standalone Sunday ticket. I get the max.
How much you pay?
Yeah.
$400.
So
No,
it's 400 divided by 17.
My God, I always
6 payments. It's
negotiate
6
them. I
payments
pay
to
like
400.
$36 per
I got a
month
discount
on
on it.
NFL Sunday Ticket.
Alex, for that, just get.
I'm talking about far as that week that you was without a service.
DirecTV like
They're gonna
really screw
prorate
up
it.
that whole program. Like they wasted an opportunity big time.
So here's the thing y'all need to realize about DirecTV.
I pay $85 a month.
DirecTV knew 2 or 3 years ago that they were out. Like they were not going to get renewed. The NFL told them easy 2 or 3 years ago, we're going to let this contract play out and you're done. You're not going to they did nothing to help. If they had have done they were behind the 8 ball 10 years ago and they never made the necessary changes to be.
They made it too hard to get it.
100%. And so 3 or 4 years ago, I think you were able to get it DirecTV or the Sunday ticket without DirecTV.
Yes.
But there are still people today that do not realize that I can get DirecTV. I can get Sunday ticket without DirecTV. There's still people that don't realize that.
Well, and then Steven,
I got
Jacksonville, you can't get it unless you're a
Steven.
college student in Jacksonville.
Steven, what DirecTV does is that if you're in a designated DirecTV zone, you won't get the Sunday ticket by itself. You have to get the package. If you're not in a zone where DirecTV is serviced, then you can get the standalone by itself. But if you're in a,
I don't know. I'm not saying that's true or not true. I know that.
No, that's what they told me.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm telling you, there are people with DirecTV around me, but I just have the package.
Steven, you know what pisses me off? You guys talked about it, but how is the NBA ahead of this by like 8 years?
Because the NBA is so much better on everything. On how they do
League Pass was like 190, and if you wanted to buy a standalone team, it was like $50.
I know.
I don't understand how the NFL can't do that.
Because here's the thing: it's not the NFL; it's DirecTV. DirecTV owns the rights to it. So what'll happen in this new, I call it a CBA, but this new agreement with this TV deal, whoever's going to get it, this is how it's going to go. You ready? There's going to be a U.S. Package and an out of U.S. market package. Okay, whoever has the in-market U.S. package is going to be able to do exactly what we've been talking about. They're going to break things up between teams. They're going to give content 24/7 for teams. It's going to be a totally different thing than DirecTV ever did, and you're going to pay a monthly premium to get a package for your team, which people are going to pay. They're going to do it. It's going to happen, right?
Absolutely.
And then the other thing that's going to happen is out of market, right? Let's say Amazon gets the in-market US. They might go and say, hey, out of market, YouTube gets the out of market. So that means if I live in the UK or I live in Brazil or I live in New Zealand and I pay for YouTube TV, I can pay a separate package fee to get NFL Sunday ticket outside of the US.
Oh, where they're also messing up, Steven, with the whole what's that HBO show, Hard Knocks?
Yes.
That should be included. When you pick your team, it should include a Hard Knocks for your team during the offseason.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
That'd be legit.
Like, it should be an all year round. They can make this thing into all year round entertainment.
What do you think?
So what do you guys think? Something.
Not only that, what do you think our YouTube channels are?
Right.
All right. Like Miami Sports Fanatics, Finn's Tailgate.
That's what I'm saying. The Dolphins should be taking advantage of this.
Miami Sports Music. We're all our own little package, right? Like we're all our own little thing.
Interactive television, the real way. Good morning,
100%. What's up, brother? How are you, man?
Hey,
so I've got a couple things to say about this topic, just for people to clarify. I in fact am a non-satellite
person.
TV, or I'm sorry, Sunday ticket streamer subscriber.
Standalone Sunday ticket, yeah.
I can tell you all everything you need to know about how to do it and what the requirements are, which are a moot point now because they're going to sell it anyway. But the thing of it is it's not so much whether you're serviced by DirecTV, it's that if you have to show them that you have a line of sight issue that stops you from being able to be a satellite customer. And then they will unlock the ability for you to be a streaming only subscriber. Okay. And as far as to Batman, the reason to go a little bit more clarity to what Stephen D said about the rights, the NFL made a huge mistake many moons ago when Sunday Ticket first came out, and they gave DirecTV exclusive rights to their content.
Correct.
Okay, for a long period of time.
20 years, I think.
And the contract actually specified that the NFL doesn't even have a right to broadcast their own content inside the United States. So that's why you can't get anything but replays on Game Pass for all these years. Okay, for out of market stuff. Yep. However, if you're outside the United States, Game Pass customers actually got to stream live out of market games.
So can you use a VPN and put yourself in Spain with your Game Pass and watch the game?
It's possible that's how a lot of people were getting around it.
In theory, you could. But
I have VPN.
But
I'm in
the thing
Japan
about it
right
is,
now.
real quick, if you guys, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to change before we can all be Sunday Ticket customers through Amazon. But if you're really desperate right now, and you're in an apartment building that doesn't allow you to get satellite, or even if they do, you might be able to kind of fib a little. You tell DirecTV, look, I'm in an apartment complex, I can't get a service. They will still want to set up an appointment for an installer to come out and try to do it. And the installer comes to the door and you say, look, I don't know why they sent you. I'm not allowed to have a dish here. That qualifies as a line of sight problem. So the reason they do it that way is because the field technician that installs their service is the gatekeeper for determining whether you can be a streaming customer or not, because they're the ones that have to determine whether you have a line of sight.
You got to put that comment down. You got to put it down. You don't want to get hit for that.
Okay.
So
Bob,
if you
don't get me in trouble, Bob.
So you have to just position yourself in a way that stops you from getting their satellite service, and they will allow you to be a streaming customer only. I've had it for years. Now
I'm just wondering why y'all spent half an hour talking about this, and there's NFL Plus. You can watch all the games,
but not out of.
What's the difference? What's the difference between the two? Because once I
can't
watch
the games on NFL Plus.
You can rewatch them. You can
rewatch them, but you have to be outside the United States to get live streaming. However,
can you get all 22?
Just to expand the conversation real quick, to your point about how things are gonna be, that baseball already does it in a way where you can pick your individual team and just get the out of market games for that team alone, and it's way cheaper. It's like only $90 for the year.
Correct.
Or
Now what I will say for the MLB, there are 3 teams: the Dodgers, the Nationals, and the Orioles, that they do not allow in market in streaming. Those are the only 3 teams. It is the stupidest thing ever.
Same with
stupidest thing ever.
I thought today was Wilding Out Wednesday. When are we going to talk about how we're going to whoop the Bills' ass?
The Dolphins game on Sunday.
Oh, it's coming. We're going to talk about that. But let me ask you guys this, because you guys know a lot about this.
Now that I've moved back to Florida, I can't watch the Dolphins game on Sunday Ticket. It's one of the blacked out games.
Hey, so NFL Plus,
because it's local. That's why it's called.
Right, because it's in market.
Yeah. Does that include the all 22?
Yes, the NFL Plus. You can watch the all 22 on the NFL.
The one that's $5 a month.
You have to get the premium. You have to get the $10
version.
It's $10 a month, actually, Batman. I pay $10 a month.
And also, Stephen D, for the St. Louis Cardinals, I cannot watch in market. Like if you're in St. Louis. In the game,
well, I mean, it's a little bit different because, like, for the NFL, it's either going to be on CBS or Fox, right?
You see, I don't get this.
But in basketball or baseball, it's going to be on whatever that local team sports channel is, like Comcast South or Masson or Bally Sports South or Bally Sports Florida. So, I mean, that makes a difference too.
Stephen,
there's another case. Stephen D, there was another case where I was living out of market and was still not able to watch the Dolphins game on Sunday Ticket if it's a nationally televised game, like if it's a Fox Monday night game or whatever, or a Fox game, and it's nationally televised and I can get it anyway.
Yeah,
they will not put it on Sunday.
Well, I get that. I
Steven,
understand.
The NFL has a contract with Verizon or AT&T. It's Verizon, right?
Verizon,
well, DirecTV.
This is what Verizon should
Sunday
do.
ticket to AT&T.
The NFL should do this with Verizon. They should do this. T-Mobile gives MLB for free for the entire year.
Because you want to know why they do that, Alexander? Here's the real reason why. They are trying to build up the younger generation that will watch it on the phone. The baseball has a problem with reaching out or connecting with the younger generation of fans. Football does not have that issue. Football has no issues with connecting with whatever market or demographic they need to. They're doing fine in all their demographics and all their markets. They're doing absolutely fine.
Well, I don't understand
baseball
has
an
so much
issue.
money.
That's why on T-Mobile, somebody's got bad background noise, by the way. That's why on T-Mobile, you can get MLB.com or at the MLB package for free.
They've done that for the last 10 years.
2 years because they have a problem connecting with
and
their marketing.
Well, don't you think that's why the NBA is kind of ahead of the curve?
DirecTV is owned by AT&T now anyway, so likewise Sunday Ticket is as well.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think that's why the NBA is probably ahead of the curve too? Because they have the same problem MLB has.
Well,
everybody have a good day. Have a beautiful day,
man. Batman.
Well, the NBA, you can buy your package for your favorite team.
But the NFL locked themselves into a bunch of contracts because they locked themselves into Madden. So EA is.
That's why there's no 2K. That's why there's no 2K.
And it's weird, man. Like,
well, I mean, it's all
it
comes down to money. It comes down to money. That's all it comes down to in the contract.
Well, they're going to lose it. EA is about to lose that contract.
But so here's the thing.
That's exactly my point about the NBA is they have a lot of the same problems MLB does, and that's why they're a little ahead of the curve when it comes.
But the NBA does a really good job of connecting with the younger generation. Slim Shady Canes, like you can go. What's the game that all the kids play? That's oh my God, you can get avatars and those people. Oh my God, what is the name? Fortnite. And now NFL did a Fortnite deal this year too, by the way. But NBA for the last 3 or 4 years, you could play Fortnite with NBA people. Right,
yeah,
they had that thing.
Exactly, and I agree that they're doing a good job of going after the younger demographic, but the NBA has also run a lot of people off. You know, people like me that grew up in the '90s. The game is shit compared to what it used to be.
I agree.
That right there is a totally different conversation. What we're talking about, and I don't agree or disagree with you, Slim Shady Canes. I understand where you're coming from. I'm just stating, for the fact of our conversation, what we're talking about is what the NFL has done wrong. And it's not the NFL, it's DirecTV who's really screwed it up. Because here's the thing. What's going to happen?
AT&T bought them out.
What will happen over the next 2 to 3 years, I think will revolutionize how we take in sports content. It's just going to.
Agreed.
Like everything's going to change in the next 2 to 3 years, guys. The way we take in, it's already happening now. I have 181 people watching right now. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it already, by the way.
You know what's funny? Wild Out Wednesday ain't so wild.
Another thing you can point out too is the NFL draft this year. Everybody was getting information on YouTube and everywhere else, like two picks ahead of local ABC.
Correct. Or NFL Network. You're 100% correct.
DirecTV screwed up when AT&T bought them out. The day that happened, that's when DirecTV was going down the drain.
I'm blaming you for that, Alex, for working for AT&T and colluding with them.
Hey, I used to work for DirecTV too. I was a sales rep for DirecTV.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Just so you know, everywhere you've worked, they've ended up bad. So I don't know. You don't have a good track record, Alex. Your track record looks bad,
guys,
man.
I want to ask a fantasy football question.
T-Mobile's the best, though. T-Mobile's the best.
I want to ask a fantasy football question real quick. This guy offered me Gabe Davis, James Conner, D-Hop, and Alan Lazard for Diggs and Higbee.
Never. Not a million years.
Lazard, I will bank on Lazard this week.
Well, first off, D-Hop ain't even playing right now.
So Alex, have you formulated a strategy to get Tua on your roster, seeing as you chose
Well,
not
I am
draft him?
definitely trying to. I'm definitely trying to. I have to trade for him.
I will trade my entire roster and all of my lunch money for the next 6 months to get Tua. That's what he said.
So you guys say no, don't do that trade?
I mean, you don't get rid of Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs right now is in fantasy is like one of the best
scoring like
wide
40
receivers
points a game.
Well,
I'd put him on the bench this week, but I wouldn't get rid of him.
I took a hit when Elijah.
Why would you put him on the
got
bench?
put on IR.
Bro, you know how hot it's going to be in Miami Sunday?
It's still. Look,
bro, they're coming on a short week.
I'm so glad I don't do
Hey,
fantasy.
Rose, won't you take Trey Lance off my hands, Rose?
Look,
give me Jonathan Taylor.
Coming on a short week. Our defense is back at home. I mean, come on, man.
Actually, we need to show.
I want to believe you.
Show...
I want to, but that's I don't play fantasy. So
and think about this, Stephen D. As bad as the game looked, as bad as the game looked for our D last week.
It's Thursday.
Look, Stephen D. As bad as the game looked for our D last week, it held us in the game, and you can argue that our defense won the game in the first quarter with that fourth quarter.
Our defense won the game in the fourth quarter. I don't care what anybody.
Well, I'm just saying.
You want to know what's so interesting?
I'm just
about
saying though, the score spread was only 4 points, so the defense stopping him on fourth down in the first quarter literally won the game in the first quarter.
Who said Alan Lazard
about that game
in the
fourth quarter and the final? On the
excited
touchdown
to meet
drive
you, man.
by the Dolphins.
Now, what I was actually getting at was, if Xavier Howard doesn't drop that interception, how does that change the complexion of how we see our defensive performance?
That is true, but I want to point out something in that final drive, that touchdown drive that gave us the lead. In the play by Chase Edmonds on that run play, that 27-yard run play by Chase Edmonds, Tua checked out of a pass on that play. If you go back and look at the film, he audible into a run. And
he's got bad background.
Hey,
that's not me.
Alex, tell you what, you don't even have to go that deep right now. You know, relax, save your energy, because all you have to do is say this. Look on Pro Football Reference right now and look who the passing leader it says it is. Tua is the #1 overall quarterback in the league right now, according to raw data on Pro Football Reference.
And you know who the #1 corner is?
Unfortunately, the MVP isn't handed out in week 2.
Josh Allen is #4.
You want to know who the #1 corner is? The #1 corner on Pro Football Focus right now?
I don't care about PFF.
Why do people? Can y'all explain to me why y'all hate PFF?
I'm not talking about PFF. I'm talking about.
I know. I want somebody to
explain to me the beef with PFF.
But Pro Football Focus has Hater Cahoon as the #1 corner.
Hold on, Alex. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rashad. And somebody's got bad background noise. I don't know.
That's
who
not
it is,
me.
but it's bad.
Go
ahead.
Some chirping in the background.
PFF is what if stats. What if this corner turned around in time on this bad play? What if this quarterback threw this ball here instead of there? That's all PFF is.
Exactly. And to your point, Rashad, Pro Football Reference is just raw aggregated stats from the NFL. So Pro Football Reference is what happened. And right now, Tua is ranked at the top of the list as #1 in the NFL.
So color.
Well,
let me ask you.
That's all well and good, but what does that really mean in week 2?
All right, so hold on.
It means we're going to whoop the Bills' ass.
It doesn't, but it ain't Josh Allen's name on there.
All right, guys, I'm asking a question. Color. If somebody said, Steven, go look at the numbers, go look at the raw data. Where should I go get those numbers from?
I would go. I can give you the link in private chat, but I would go to Pro Football Reference quarterback stats list,
and it
has
everything up to date and current through week 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All you need to know.
It has to be through week 2, Steven.
You say you don't like you don't like Pro Football Focus because.
I think people have a legit beef with PFF, and it just amazes me.
Real quick, Stevie, let me clarify.
But I tell you,
it's all the stuff that did not and could have happened.
Stephen D, let me clarify. You asked through week 2, right? And you're correct. Well, real quick, and you're right, and they do through week 2. But if you now go back to 2021, that same exact list, Tua is 27th. So I'm comparing it on itself anyway, Stephen D. It doesn't matter if they're accurate or what. I'm comparing to them to themselves. Last year in 13 games in the whole season, he was ranked 27th in results. Currently, right now, after week 2, Tua Tagovailoa is the number 1 quarterback in the league. That's just how it is. It doesn't matter if I like him or hate him. If he's trash, well, then trash is number 1 in the league right now.
Yeah, buddy.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, buddy.
Pat Mahomes' MVP season with 50 touchdowns, I believe he was ranked 24th by PFF. That's what, because of all his bad throws.
If you sort on that list, if you sort through some of this by some.
Wait a minute, Rashad. You said if he throws 50 touchdowns, he's going to be ranked 24th?
7 of them.
No, the MVP
season.
Click on all the headers. He'll keep being first in most of them.
Because
I think
they said he had a lot of bad throws, but they were still completed.
So Crypto, what they do is, so say if Tua completed a pass, like 10 yards down the field, like he normally.
Yeah, I understand that, Roach, already. I'm just saying,
but he had
50
tight coverage,
touchdowns will
but there was
overcome
a guy, but there was a guy downfield who was open. That's a grade of whatever. And then you look at the Waddle play where he actually said that I think Caller brought this up to me on the phone, where Waddle, I'm trying to remember exactly how you said it, Caller, where Waddle basically broke his route and just improvised. That's considered a broken play to PFF. So that's a downgrade. Even though
a touchdown was considered a broken play.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that.
As planned. So that's how they grade it.
But there's so many good plays that will overcome bad plays that the ratio will be skewed. It will be skewed in his favor anyway. Anybody throws 50 touchdowns is not going to be in the bottom half of the league. I would say that.
This is really what it amounts to. If I went to Pro Football Reference like I do, and then I'm going to do a show on the whole breakdown as to why we can actually credit to a little bit for the Patriots win, which might surprise most of you to hear me say that, but that's what my next show is going to be about. But the point I'm saying is that show is the same thing that PFF is doing. They're saying, here, we're looking at the raw data, we're looking at what we saw on television, and this is what we think we can garner from what we saw. That's all they're doing. And they're giving that a grade. So they're basically
so hold on. So when somebody's in a debate and they want to bring up numbers for PFF, do you have a problem? Do you have beef with people bringing up PFF numbers?
I don't got a beef. I just don't
take it. That's more than that, Roach. You're right. It depends on how they're using it, what their intention is, all that, obviously. But it really, I would say no, because PFF still lists the raw data as well. So they're on their site. You can get the same numbers that you get from Pro Football Reference. For instance, if you go to PFF and look for what Tua's average yards per game was last year, it's gonna say the same 204.1 that it says on Pro Football Reference. Is what I mean by that. So yeah, in some respects, yeah, you can trust their raw data.
Okay. I mean, look, here's the thing. I do a morning show every morning. I'm not a big numbers guy. You guys know that. I don't bring up stats a lot. But I do feel like, hey, look, PFF says this or whatever. And I get so much pushback. And I've seen on different platforms, people give so much pushback on the PFF rankings. And I just, JM, I'm getting, I see so many people getting pushback on PFF. I just don't understand it.
Let me give you another example. Pro Football Reference doesn't track, for instance, I've looked for it all over the place. They do not track offensive line stats the way and grades the way PFF does, because I suspect it's because that's such a subjective thing anyway.
Right.
And here's the thing. When somebody puts out the narrative got created that Tua was the most hurried quarterback in the league last year. Because what people did was they took the grades from PFF, which were poor for our offensive line, historically poor, and they said, okay, this offensive lineman A gave up 80 blocks. So people transpose that in their head to mean that was 80 pressures. Well, what if Tua was on the other side of the field when that guy gave up the block and wasn't pressured by the guy that he gave up the block to?
Right, they still counted as a pressure.
I do.
They're still counting that as a hurry. When in fact, Tua had 89 hurries last year. That was 27th in the league. And the person that was actually hurried the most was Joe Burrow.
A color.
Okay. And
Joe Burrow wasn't hurried.
And hold on, one more thing.
In some respects,
what you need to look at, though, but here's the thing. Hurries is still a quantitative number. Tua only played 13 games. So you look at the pressure percentage and say Tua's was 20%. That means he was pressured 1 out of every 5 dropbacks last year. So the question we all had as haters, okay, was what was he doing on 4 out of 5 dropbacks that we only produced 20 points a game, given that right now he's getting pressured. He has 3 out of 4 not pressured, and we're scoring 27.5 points a game. It's the same Tua, except now the stats back up crediting Tua for it.
Hey, do they have a stat for playing with the biggest nuts ever when he did that spin move?
That's how you properly
completed that
use
ball
stats to express what
completed
you saw.
that ball to Craycraft? Or how about the fact that he dropped his left testicle with that Gesicki pass? Or how about the right testicle that was exposed whenever he hit when he hit Hill in stride? Or when he dropped his dong for the game winning with Waddle with the Waddle TD? Does it have stats for that? Are we gonna talk about whooping the Bills' ass or what?
It does show literal drops and throwaways and bad throws. I don't know what Pro Football Reference considers a bad throw, but it aggregates off of the NFL official stats. That's all it does. So I don't know whatever the NFL considers a bad throw.
What PFF looks at is stuff like how often are you throwing into double coverage? How often are you placing the ball where only your receiver can catch
would
it?
this ball have been intercepted had the D-back not dropped it? You know what I mean? Or
that's where I'll say PFF can be a little more comprehensive.
But I also feel like somebody has to put
the more
information.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
Well, that's what QBR is.
Subjective it becomes. Remember that.
Somebody has to put that information into a computer, right? Mm-hmm. And so that it's subjective. It's still a perspective, right? So like I don't know.
There's no.
They're still running an algorithm on it, Stephen D. Right?
You have made it known to me now that I at least understand why people don't like PFF. It makes more sense to me.
See, I think the reason they don't like it is I think they can't. People don't separate the two. There's two sides to PFF. I think there's the statistical side, and then there's the grading side.
All right, Steven, I gotta get off here. I'm gonna go get ready for it. Have a good one, all right, Steven?
All right, Alex.
Good night, guys.
And then there's a paywall.
Be good, man.
Now, Stephen D.
Hold on. Let Roach finish.
I thought he was finished.
And then there's a paywall that you have to pay to access it. And I think that's those three things. They don't separate the grading from the stats. Right. The grading's an opinion based off of who graded them.
So hold on. So to clarify what you're saying.
Let me respond to Roach.
Hold on. So to clarify what you're saying, you're stating that because that people have to pay for PFF, they're more critical of it because it's a pay for product.
Right.
Yeah. And some people are paying and all they're looking at is the grading and they don't look at the stats, or they look at the stats, they don't look at the grades, and they don't realize they're two separate things.
The grades are an interpretation, just like the interpretation I make when I say Tua was only pressured 1 out of 5 dropbacks. What was he doing on the other 4? That we only scored 20 points a game.
Rashad, you said you wanted to respond to Roach. Go ahead.
Yeah. The reason I don't like PFF, it doesn't take into account the player and that player's ability. It doesn't account this player is open, but he's Jakeem Grant. He might drop the ball. Or this is Julio Jones and he might break this tackle from his 5'11" corner and take it to the house. It doesn't account those things. It's not raw data. It's what
it's
if.
Subjective data.
There's a what if to that what if.
Right. The easiest way to look at it is from the quarterback position, because the quarterback has to make the most.
Word to say is it's a projection.
Right. So the other thing is, would you consider PFF football's version of Moneyball?
I mean,
on how they go about grading things.
Oh, Moneyball.
Yeah, you could say that they're like a Moneyball team. I would say
it's
that.
not analytics. Moneyball is
It's not analytics.
No, but they are using the analytics to give their opinion.
But the best way to look at it, Steven, is from the quarterback position, because I think that the quarterback
analytics actually makes stats too.
More decisions.
Analytics taking numbers that you can't. Well, like for example, let me just give me a second here. Analytics in baseball or Moneyball takes into account pitchers' stats, strikes, strikeouts, pitch count, all that, right? Batters, batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and they take the cumulative of that and be able to use that. I feel like PFF is the same way. They're taking this quarterback's throwing into double coverage. This quarterback's not, throwing wide open receivers. This quarterback has had missed passes. To me, that sounds very same thing as Moneyball. I mean, it sounds very similar.
It sounds just like a real good lie to me.
Right. They're also taking into consideration, well, the DB that ball was thrown to is this quality of DB or not. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
So, fellas, good morning, everybody.
They go micro, Stephen D. You know what I mean?
Steven, the quarterback is the best spot to look at how PFF works, because they make the most amount of decisions in the littlest amount of time, right? So they're sitting there, and so we'll just keep the Dolphins out of it to keep it like non-biased, right?
Okay.
So say we're the Saints, right? Jameis Winston is sitting there throwing to Tyson Hill. Jarvis Landry, right? But Tyson Hill is over here wide open. Okay. And he didn't go, he went through his progressions, maybe didn't see him or whatnot, didn't trust him to catch the ball. But Jarvis Landry caught it, took it for a touchdown. But the correct throw was supposed to be to Tyson Hill per the
He's going to get dinged because he didn't throw it to the receiver he should have.
Because he didn't make the technical right decision.
PFF comes out here, fellas. I'm going to tell you what I don't like about PFF. PFF comes out here like they know what the coach drew up. Nobody knows what the coach draws up.
That's a fair statement, Pete.
Exactly. They're out here giving us plays. They're out here telling us what the offensive line should have and could have done and grading that when they don't even know half a clue of what the play design was.
So if
that's why I said it's like a real good lie. A good lie has truth and lie to it. That's what PFF is.
Let me ask you guys a question about PFF stats. You guys know it's weird, right? What was Tua's PFF stats before Trey Lance's ankle injury? And then after the broken ankle, what was Tua's PFF stat? This guy played nervous.
Why does Trey Lance's injury have anything to do with Tua's stats on PFF?
I know. Look how I got Steven's face. I'm putting that pressure on right now, buddy.
You're PFF,
when Trey Lance broke his ankle, that made Tua play better, man. That's
what are you talking about, Pete?
Steven, if all you want is stats,
another day.
If you don't care about,
start that while and not Wednesday.
If you don't care about PFF grades, don't pay for PFF. Just get Pro Football Reference.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. You get the same stats you get on PFF.
You could go to NFL's next gen stats before you pay for PFF.
Right.
Right now, the PFF lovers are Dolphin fans. They got high grades on Dolphins.
People who pay for PFF put the
a week ago they hated PFF
about the Dolphins.
I don't think that PFF is bad. I just think that it's subjective, and I get you guys have made it more clear to me on understand how to read regular stats that I would read, right? Yards, who's leading in yards, who's leading in completions, whatever, and PFF grades. And I feel like PFF does have more depth. I agree with that, Mick Goatvilla. But I also understand that there's a subjective here. And to Pete's original first line of his sentence is they are not the coach. They don't know what the play was drawn up. So even if they might ding it that, to Roach's example, that Taysom Hill was wide open, that play might have only gone to Jarvis Landry because that's what the play drew up for.
Right. Now, Stephen D, it is fair to say, though, if you're a person that always uses PFF and you're comparing it on itself for changes, then it's just as valid as anything else. This is no different than benchmarking tools on a computer.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if your benchmarking tools are reading your motherboard sensors
and by the way,
accurately or not. As long as you use the same benchmarking software to
for
see
everything. For everything. Yep, I agree. And what I will say to that is when I hear debates now and people bring up PFF, if I hear people say, "Oh, PFF is no." PFF is a subjective benchmark tool that utilizes different.
It depends if they're talking stats or grades.
It depends on what they're arguing or debating about.
If they're talking grading, that's subjective. If they're talking stats, those are just statistically
right.
But you just told me. Hold on, Color. Just to clarify, you just told me though that they're also going to knock you points if they think
that's on the grading. That's on the grading, not on stats.
Okay. All right.
So it's two different sides of PFF.
The Pro Football Reference is like me writing a list of the actual known hardware in my computer. Okay. The benchmarking software also has that list. But if it's reading that hardware wrong and tells me the speed is this certain thing, then that is where the difference is. So PFF likewise still has accurate stats, raw data, available to you. It's just the like Roach is saying. There's that part, and then there's the grading.
Don't give a damn about PFF.
You guys ready to get wild? You guys ready to get wild?
In other words, Color, PFF is Linux, and Pro Football Weather is Windows computer.
Well, I just want to announce that Madden just disrespected Tua, just so y'all know. After giving Tua his 90 overall card for what he did last week, they just released a 91 card for Herbert because of his performance.
Did y'all see when they were saying Tua sucks before the game?
Yeah.
Hey, let me say something about Herbert, Roach. This guy, and I know it was a fourth down, beautiful pass, but that guy should have never been in that fourth down. I don't care if you're hurt, bro. This guy had so much open grass to get that first down. Why did he throw that flop of a pass? That was like I thought he gave it up. For me, I'm like, oh, that's it. Chargers lost, even though they did. But I'm just saying, like at that point, I didn't even think they had a chance in the fourth quarter.
That's crazy, isn't it? That he got a higher card than Tua because of last week.
Stephen D, here's another thing you can.
Hey, hold up. I need to change the subject for a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me, Mark. I'm just gonna remove you for 1 second. I'm gonna put you back in here in a few. We bring in Von Joe. Good morning, Von Joe. I have
what up, my peoples?
I have breaking news.
Good or bad?
I think it's good. It's a step in the right direction.
Byron is practicing.
129 modern NFL nominees have been announced for the Hall of Fame 2023 class, and two of those people are
Zach Thomas,
Zach and Richmond Webb,
and Richmond Webb are in the 129 list. We need to do everything we can to get Richmond Webb and Zach Thomas in the Hall of Fame, people.
Every time you're about to break news, somebody spills it right before you're about to.
Richmond Webb has to come up here. He needs to tell me what was wrong with the running game back then.
Here's the good news, guys. They put a punter on the list too. Matt Turk.
Sammy Smith was the run problem. Pete.
Pat McAfee's on the list.
Turk, really?
Pat McAfee's on the list.
Matt Turk.
Davenport was the problem.
Game with Marino.
McAfee's on the list too.
So there are a
line
couple
with
spots
Marino
that they could
Well, we had no running game either.
If Zach Thomas
we had no running game, so we had no O-line.
If Zach Thomas don't get in the Hall of Fame with Mac Turk on the nomination list, then it is absolutely obvious that they're purposely keeping him out, and we'll have.
But hold on, Color. Color. How many slots are there? It's like what, 7 slots?
7 or 8.
29? Out of 129?
It's 8 now, Bonjo.
I know, but it's 8 out of 129. Come on.
Yeah,
that's a very hard
Matt
thing.
Turk is the Hall of Fame punter.
Now,
what's
funny is
why put him
it's
on
a
the
bias.
list
It's a bias, ratio that they're using.
So the list of modern era nominees will be reduced to 25 semifinalists in November, and they're to the top 15 finalists whose names will be announced in early January.
So who votes for this, by the way?
What
is it the media still?
Players,
is it still the media?
If it's the Dolphins media, We need every media organization in South Florida to unleash their guns and stop focusing on hate of previous administration and focusing on hate of quarterbacks and focus their guns on freaking getting this guy into the Hall of Fame.
I can't hear you because there's 5 people talking over each other. What did you say?
Steven, what other defensive players or linebackers are on that list along with Zach Thomas?
It don't matter.
All right, so linebackers: Jesse Armstead, Cornelius Bennett, Navarro Bowman, Lance Briggs, Chad Brown, Teddy Bruschi, James Ferrier, London Fletcher, James Harrison, Seth Joyner, Willie McGinnis, Takeo Spikes, Pat Swelling, Zach Thomas, DeMarcus Ware, Patrick Willis, Al Wilson.
Now,
linebackers.
The next thing that matters is
he got some.
Hey, Al Wilson was a beast.
He got some.
Multiple years now.
So Zach Thomas, DeMarcus Ware, Patrick Wilson were finalists last time.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of weird names. I think I'm getting old now because some of those names, that's crazy to me.
I know, right? Pat Swilling, man. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Navarro Bowman.
I remember Pat Swilling.
So, Stephen D., what I was going to say was that regarding our last little mini debate on the definition of hate, if Zach Thomas doesn't get in the Hall of Fame with a punter on the nomination list, we can use that as a definition of hate. Is that fair?
Yes, 100%.
Punters deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
That'll be our special.
That's always on the list,
color. You know what I mean?
Well,
Dolphins get to the second round of the playoffs. Zach Thomas gets into the Hall of Fame. That's all that is.
You're right, man.
You're right. I think this is Zach Thomas's year, though. I really do.
So it's not
real quick. In the chat, I just put 2 hashtags in. Hashtag Get Richmond in HOF and hashtag Zach Thomas HOF. Go to Twitter right now. Use those hashtags. Go on Instagram. Go on Facebook. Use those hashtags. Tag the
they shouldn't need that, Steven.
Yes, they do.
Listen.
Need it. Yes, they do.
To Rashad's point, I'm going to go further. To Rashad's point, if we win, like I said, 45-10, they'll be in the Hall of Fame next week.
Richmond deserves to be in there too.
I could have swore we had this conversation. I think we had.
I'm saying if we win big, like I'm predicting us to win, we won't need the campaign because the media attention going to be on us because we need to be rooting for a 45-10 victory so we can get our guys into the Hall of Fame.
Guys, let's help our Dolphins out. Hashtag Get Richmond in HOF.
It's going to take media attention for that to happen.
And we need a social media campaign. So let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And how do we get that attention? Is by destroying the Buffalo Bills 45-10, like I said.
We are talking about Richmond Webb and Zach Thomas.
Do we get
you missing my point, Steven?
There's no Richmond Webb and Zach Thomas talk over here, man. We talking about Sunday, Steven. This Buffalo game has me going crazy.
We beat the Bills. Brings more attention to
That's what I'm talking about, Pete.
It brings
man, this Buffalo game, I hear you. Yeah, here's Crypto now. Crypto goes to one Raven game. He sees a fourth quarter miracle. Now out of nowhere, he's up here screaming, "We're gonna beat Buffalo 45-10." That's not happening.
Hey, do you want
That's absolutely
Stephen D.
I saw it with my own eyes. I saw the left hand of God.
And I know, and you know what? I'm afraid you done steered away, and now you're on that side of the fence. But you know what? I don't blame you. You seen it. You seen it firsthand. That's okay. I don't believe it.
I seen the team firsthand, Pete. But who is to say our running backs is not going to score 6 touchdowns?
If we beat them 45-10,
it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
I'm talking
doesn't matter if we
I'm talking to Crypto.
There's many ways to score 45 points.
Damn the score. If we just beat them. Period.
Wow.
We're not beating.
Don't worry about that. We still can score 45, even if the offense doesn't score touchdowns. Be defensive touchdowns. I don't care.
All right, I hear that. There's always a chance. It could snow in Miami, they said.
If we blow them out, Zach Thomas gets in. If they blow us out, Cornelius Bennett gets in.
Oh my God, y'all are like this is
y'all
crazy
still talking about that color? We trying to move off of that, man. Buffalo, Miami.
No, we're not. You're
week
trying
3.
to move off that. I'm trying to bring up a very important topic in our
I've
community.
already said it. What it's going to take to get him in the Hall of Fame. I made the connection.
I think we're going to win.
Talk about that Hall of Fame stuff tomorrow. Throwback Thursday. Have your little episode. Bring Richmond Webb up. Call Zach Thomas. Let's do that.
Hey, Pete.
Sorry.
Our points game is 27.5. Theirs is 27.4. That's my score. We can score.
No, we only played 2 games. We only played 2 games this year, Color.
We're gonna win 27.5 to 27.4.
That's all you're gonna hear from Dolphin fans. Everybody that clicks the link and jumps up, yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. But y'all forget how the first half was. Y'all think 1/4
So
quarter,
did the Dolphins.
4 touchdowns.
So did the Dolphins.
3,
Didn't you
4
see the
touchdown
second
passes
half?
in 1 quarter?
The Dolphins
Oh, we're gonna beat Buffalo
The
now.
Dolphins forgot about it too, Pete.
This is what I'm telling y'all.
Think about it.
The second half.
Buffalo just finished benching Tannehill, bro. They just finished sending Tannehill to the bench.
Usually happens to us.
That was Tannehill, though. Tannehill is not as good as Tua.
And beat us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, out of a sudden, 1/4 quarter, now Tua is better than everybody in the league.
Bro,
he leads the league
He's
with
the GOAT.
He's the best.
Tyreek is
Yeah,
better than
okay.
everybody.
Quarterback in the league right now, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a
I hear
wilding
you,
out
brother.
Wednesday now. He's the
We're
GOAT.
the number one team.
Man, I can't wait till Sunday.
Tannehill never accomplished that in his 7-year career.
Hey, Pete. He's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT.
Well, you folks,
I don't even think you guys
the
believe
Bills
that.
are going to score on Sunday,
Bro,
folks.
We're the number
Mark is
one
here?
team in the AFC. We've got.
I
the
say
number
we
one
scored
quarterback
35 in the first half.
Sorry, Tannehill never
Skyler
did
comes
that,
in
bro.
and close it out.
I can't talk
Skyler
right now,
doesn't
man. Mark is up here.
dress for the games, so get off of that little topic.
Whoever's the backup is going to come in and clean up time and just mop the floor with y'all for the second half because the game will be decided in the first half.
No, Crypto, you nailed it on the head, bro. Buffalo, we're going to score 6 rushing touchdowns. Y'all are going to think we're passing for 6. We're running for 6, buddy. Mark.
Right. There's many ways to skin a cat. Just because I say 45 to 10 doesn't mean it's all in the air.
I don't want to hear none of that Buffalo talk.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel, look, man, Mark,
you're
with
hold
or
the Bills
without
10 points. Okay, yeah.
No, look, Mark,
Did Alvin Kamara one
I don't
game
wanna
score
praise the
6
Bills
touchdowns?
while you're up here, okay? I don't want to be praising the Bills and tethering up your little feathers right now because you're up here. I don't really like Buffalo fans.
Well,
I hate
cares
your
what you
team.
think, Peter, with
But
Pete?
listen, Buffalo's going to beat the Dolphins, man. You can have it. You can have it. That's what it is. Buffalo's going to beat the Dolphins, and everybody knows it. And you know what sucks?
What
Hey,
score
Mark,
are you talking
hey,
about,
Mark,
Pete?
These two teams
Man,
are.
this is good. Bro, look, let me tell you guys something. I predicted Tua to be benched from weeks 2 to 5. If this guy did not have that lucky 4th quarter, the whole fan base will be screaming about benching Tua right now.
With this wild take that it was a
It's not
freaking
wild.
lucky. It is
Steven.
wild.
Steven, you know
That's
that
a
was pure
PFF
luck,
take.
bro.
What are you talking
If this
about?
guy did not throw those those
Pete,
4th quarter
Pete,
touchdowns, we will be talking benching Tua right now.
No.
And everybody knows it.
I got this, Rashad. Pete, listen to me, bud. The man threw 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. 2 of them were for 40 yards.
An anomaly.
Or more. No, what are you talking about?
Name another quarterback that throws 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Exactly. It's an anomaly. It'll never happen again. All right, so we're going to be down 35-7 in the 4th with 12 minutes left. We still have a chance because Tua is our quarterback now, right?
Tua is the man. Yes, I said it. I'm a Tua.
Exactly.
Don't care.
You can't even believe that.
Yes, I
that
can.
would never happen again.
Steven, he's right statistically. It won't
It didn't need to happen again.
It already happened the first time. It already freaking happened.
That's it. He struggles early on. He throws turnovers that are. He's a high turnover prone quarterback. He has high rate of turnovers. I don't know what you guys see. You could be happy 2-0. You know what I'm happy about? Trey Lance broke his ankle. We're gonna get that number 1 overall.
Why you keep saying that?
Because that's the only thing that saved us. We lost our real pick. Now Trey Lance broke his ankle. We're gonna get the first pick, baby. Our new quarterback is coming.
I got this, guys.
I guarantee it.
All I know is, like I said, this is all you got to say all week, guys. Tua's number 1. Allen's number 4.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Hey, caller, who's leading? Who's got the better completion
I want you to know that
percentage?
we have Skyler in the bench.
I'll check.
Allen
I'm checking on that. I'm checking on that, Mark. Now that you asked,
you guys hated Tua for the first 7 quarters of the.
I do know that. I do know that.
Now
Tua's
1
on
4th
target
quarter, he's the
percentage.
best. Come on,
I do know
Steven.
that Tua's on target percentage is 2nd in the league behind Geno Smith and 1 ahead of Aaron Rodgers at 3rd.
Yeah,
I do
Josh
know
Allen is
that.
76% and Tua is 71%. Both have 7 touchdown passes.
Excuse
and Allen
me.
played a
Excuse
quarter
me.
and a half
Excuse
less.
me. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay.
No,
You're
no,
wrong.
I'm not actually. I
Well,
reviewed the stats
if you're
this
talking
morning.
about, if you're talking about complete raw completion percentage right now, Geno Smith is first at 81%. Josh Allen second with 75.4, and Tua is 6th at 71.1. If you look at accuracy stats, okay, Tua's on target percentage.
So
let me tell you what it means.
Hold
on. Let me tell you what it
why
means.
are we advertising timeouts?
Percentage of on target throws.
Because you know why,
pass
Rhodes.
attempt,
Come on, bro. You know why, Rhodes.
Hold on, guys. Percentage of on target throws per
He's
pass
coming
attempt,
down with me. That's what he don't know.
excluding spikes and throwaways. Tua's on target percentage is 2nd in the league at 84%. Josh Allen is 11th with 77.9.
Okay.
So we
Good
could do
stat.
this all day, Mark. Look at the overall stats, sort it for overall, and Tua is number 1. Allen is number 4. The aggregate don't lie.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Color. You can sit here and talk all those stats, but do you believe? Let's ask you, Color. You're the one spewing these beautiful stats. Do you believe that Tua is better than Josh Allen?
Absolutely. Given
So
that
you
I
think
believe
Tua
the
is better?
Patriots defense is better than people think it is, absolutely.
Oh, so the Patriots defense is better than what people think it is, and the
I think
Steelers
it
out there
is.
with Mitchell Trubisky scored more than we did offensively.
In a division game, okay, where
point.
Bill Belichick was smart enough to come down here and get his defense acclimated to the weather, absolutely, I think the defense was better than people think it is.
And how about the Ravens defense? Do you think that defense is better than what people think it is? Because I think it's like the top below 20.
I think that if you replace Tyreek Hill with an above average receiver, okay, I think he's still wide open, but by 3 less yards.
Ah, come on, Cutter. You're pushing you're forcing it right now.
Tua still hits him in stride.
Nah, come on, bro. Tua was supposed to have 1,000 yards already. Tua literally supposed to be leading the league with 1,000 passing yards right now.
The man did it.
He played the 2 worst defenses in the NFL
I'd love to be on
right
your
now.
side on this one, bro. But the man did it. Whether he does it again, I don't believe that yet.
Color. He did it in a lucky 4th quarter. This is what I'm trying. Trying to. Y'all act like y'all weren't mad at halftime. Some of you are here acting like y'all weren't even upset and y'all were cheering and happy at halftime.
Define luck.
Who would be happy losing, Pete?
Exactly. So now
nobody was happy in the 3rd quarter, to be honest.
Listen,
exactly.
It was only 1 quarter of jubilation, but the point is we got that jubilation.
We got it. I'm not taking that away either. But I don't like how people are sitting up here now. You got guys like Color sitting up here now proclaiming Tua's the best quarterback, and he's willing to die on a sword now.
Bro,
No, he's not.
He's currently number 1 quarterback in performance.
Let Pete have it. Keep going, Pete.
Maybe the question to ask is this: would you prefer to have Josh Allen or Tua as your quarterback?
Josh Allen.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Color. Answer that one. Oh, but didn't I just ask you, Color, who's the better quarterback? And you just finished saying Tua.
Because
statistically he is right now. This season, he is the best quarterback.
He has performed better than anybody.
Based on the numbers, Pete, he is the best quarterback.
He got lucky in the 4th quarter.
Hi, guys.
Broken open receivers.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Andreas, did you get that
better than anybody in the league?
Batman said he got me with a ticket if I bring some libations to the game, so I think I'm good.
All right, good. We all
no, Color's not saying that he's a better option than Josh. He's just a better performer than Josh up to this stage.
Hey, Dre.
2 weeks,
Dre.
Tua has better
Dre.
stats, and I will acknowledge that.
Pete,
and I'm a
put
Bills
it this
fan.
way, Pete.
Is it
The
going to
same
continue?
list I'm
Well,
looking at. Remember what we were saying earlier about benchmarks? The same list I'm looking at. I was looking at last year. You can look at last year, and for the season, same list, but for the whole season, Tua was 27th. So why am I? If I use that to tell people why Tua wasn't performing last year, why would I not use the same list to say that now shows him at number 1 on the same list after 2 weeks? Why would I not give that credit?
Gotta respect it, Color. Gotta respect it.
You can't respect it because
he's just saying right now, Tua is the best performing quarterback in the league right now.
I would be a fraud if I denied that right now.
Who would even imagine that after 2 weeks, though?
After 7 quarters, he
Well,
wasn't even in the
statistically, it's
top
possible,
10.
JM.
Pete, the question you asked a minute ago was, would I believe that Josh Allen or Tua is more likely to sustain that? First of all, I don't believe in any man until they show me, and Tua showed me last week.
But this is what I'm saying. So he showed you in the fourth quarter.
Points.
That's
Tua
all you
put up
needed to see now,
42.
Color. Color, that's all you needed to see now? That fourth quarter?
No, that's all I needed to see to say he can do it. I'm not saying
what did he
will.
really do differently, Color, other than take advantage of an open guy? You're not gonna always get that.
Glad that Pete, look.
Did we see anything different?
I'm glad that we
He's trolling hard.
right away to have this.
Pete, you know what he did?
Because I would like to know if we can do it again.
Check it down a million times.
Color. It ain't even worth the color. You know what Pete's doing.
Of course I do.
You think you know? Okay. I love you guys too, but I don't believe that. Color believing that.
I would never.
This is what I'm saying, Estefan. I don't even believe that Color believes what he's saying. And that's why I'm at Color's throat today.
No, I do not.
No, Color is not saying he's a better quarterback. He's a better performer as of this stage of the game.
Every right to say
he's the best performer in the game at this point. Nobody's better than Tua in his performance.
I'm just telling you.
Based on stats, Color is right. Okay,
on the stats,
I understand that point. You heard Crypto? Based on stats, based on what we got on paper, okay, Tua might be the best, but he is not the best. That's all I'm saying.
Right. And
so
I
if he
think it's
goes out there and
important,
gives you 302
also,
touchdowns this weekend, what you gonna say?
Pete, we also have to point out
what you're gonna say, Dre, when he gets benched in the third quarter.
What are you talking about, Pete?
He's not.
And I'll say that everything we saw last week was not sustainable. That's what I'll say, Pete.
And I'm gonna say the same answer. He's not.
That our defense in that fourth quarter played just at the same level as Tua did, in my eyes.
So
they have to in order for that game to be possible.
Our wide receivers.
If they don't, then we're giving up 60 points. Of course, Roach. That's obvious.
Talking about our defense. Hold on. So we come to a conclusion, and everybody agree with me now that Landon Roberts is trash.
But my point is,
he's the reason why we had an opportunity.
The biggest player of the game,
He had a stop that caused us to be able to go back and get the game-winning drive. So Landon Roberts get the game-winning ball.
All the other snaps. What happened?
What you guys are missing is
it don't matter. It don't matter, Bonjo. You got to give Landon Roberts his props.
You guys have been dogging the defense for the beginning of the game.
Bonjo, Landon Roberts is a player of the game. I saw greatness in the Landon Roberts with my own eyes from section 554. From section 554, I saw a Landon Roberts greatness. I saw it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Tua brings what he brought last week,
listen.
Win or lose, he's our franchise quarterback.
On week one, I looked at Steven in the eye.
Color and Bonjo, both of y'all cannot talk over each other.
All right, so what I'm saying is,
when it comes to Landon Roberts, I looked Steven dead in the eyes in that sweltering heat and said he is big and huge and just a waste of mass. That's all he is. He's just walking around, sucking up oxygen and just walking around taking up space. Landon Roberts has proved to us for the first
how you feel,
game,
Steven?
Trash.
Because we're not all lullabying the Dolphins into
my final thought is our
wouldn't
defense,
be feeling that way.
Hold on, Pete. Let me get my final thought. Our defense and our wide receivers deserve just as much credit as Tua gets for that fourth quarter.
Right.
That's all
Right.
Oh, I'm giving the Landon
That's
Roberts.
wasn't just
right.
Hey, Roach, before you go,
who deserves the most credit is Mike
And he's a
McDaniel.
captain.
Mike McDaniel
Hey,
deserves
Roach,
the most
Roach.
I
Before you go, I want you to hear this real quick.
Hold on, Pete.
What's up?
But I want Roach to hear. He's leaving.
Look, first, what I had said was if Tua brings what he brought last week to Buffalo, win or lose, he's our franchise quarterback. Number two, the key to winning the game, if Tua does bring that, is spreading those 6 touchdowns over 4 quarters. I agree with Pete in that regard. That in order to sustain what we saw, Tua has to spread them 6 touchdowns over 4 quarters, because that'll help our defense and elevate our defense, and we will smash the Buffalo Bills.
Listen, I get it. We gonna want the monster stats again, but I just feel like if Tua can average over 250 pass yards a game and like 2 touchdowns, like what we have nothing to complain about, guys. To be honest.
250.
I'm not crowning him my franchise quarterback yet.
Is not cutting it versus Buffalo.
You could crown him as a franchise quarterback.
Okay. What do y'all consider a franchise quarterback? Tell me season stats for a franchise quarterback.
I just told you for me.
No. Listen, I'm not arguing with color. Pete, what are franchise quarterback stats for an entire season? For a season. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was gonna say I'm just arguing with color. That
who are you arguing with, Andrevius?
Pete, because I said if he gives us around 250 plus and 2 touchdowns a game on average, we're good. And Pete said that's it. And I'm like, you know what that equals in the end over a 17-game season?
About 42, 15 yardage, and about
34 touchdowns.
And I think Von Joe he said he was arguing with me, but what I want to say also is that until I see it, I won't believe that Tua is going to bring it again. If he brings it again,
brother, he could bring it
what
again.
can I say at that point? He's the franchise guy. I mean, what else is there?
You can say it, brother, but I'm not.
Oh, that's fine. And that's what again. But see, Von Joe, that's why people hate me, because I think you have a right to say that.
Okay, Color, the reason why I won't say that, we saw Flacco had one hell of a run, and he's not worth a franchise. So again,
Flacco was the franchise quarterback for them for 7, 8 years.
No, he had a spurt. He had a spurt where he was just playing remarkable.
The man won a Super Bowl and had one of the best.
He was ranked number 1 at any point during that run.
I've got a really good question here, guys.
No matter how small the sample size.
You're not going to be able to tell Tua as a franchise quarterback in 2 games, but I mean, damn, this is like the biggest game for this team in what
game. That means he can do it again.
In 4 years, we haven't beat this team in 4 years. 4 years.
And you know what? He threw the ball 50 times.
Hold on, Pete.
His arm is worn out right now.
Oh,
no, it's not.
All right, here we go. Now, see, Pete's talking at least scientific. You got to give him credit for
what crazy science is not scientific. Crazy science is not scientific. Okay, I can say anything.
I don't know if his arm can endure yet. That's my point.
I can say anything and say, "Oh, it's scientific." I can make anything sound scientific. Hey,
talking about what
if it rains,
about
chances are it's gonna be wet.
It's gonna be less as the week goes on. What we saw last week, you're not gonna get the same arm strength this week, especially when Buffalo starts rattling and hitting him.
He throws footballs for a living. I'm
exactly.
Right
so quarterback's arms. Says me. So you don't think quarterback's arms start dying out, Von? So quarterback's arms don't start dying out during the year?
Yeah. When
I don't think you're a personal trainer. What are your credentials?
Oh, okay. That's all I needed to hear.
Quarterbacks throw for 4 to 5 months and throw in the off season, like. The playoff quarterbacks, the ones that you
deteriorating.
In the playoffs, their arms start deteriorating.
Some of them, they're not the same strength by the week 1 and week 3.
It's week 3,
it's a lot.
Pete.
And Tua's already gonna start going down from here on out. So anybody expecting a 4 touchdown,
listen.
It goes down
Pete
from
right now
here.
Is just grasping for straws.
We're gonna whoop that ass, Pete. We're gonna whoop that ass.
Now, if Tua goes out there and throws 2 touchdowns on Sunday, Pete gonna say, "Look at the drop off," and it's like you can't be mad at a 2 touchdown performance unless he just looks bad. Like he's gonna be like, "Look at the drop off in production." I know. I already know Pete's game. I know what he's gonna do.
It's not a game, bro. It's that I don't believe in Tua. And then look, y'all don't think what happened to this team long term is horrible.
Pete is waiting for his "I told you so" moment.
Well,
that's all it is. He's going to be wrong.
So yeah,
he will
you're
be
right.
Wrong.
And Rashad, 3 years later,
we're not going to whoop the Bills' rears.
He's waiting for that.
I just don't see it. I don't see it, Color Man. This is a disaster. And Color Man, you know what? What happened and how Tua got lucky in the fourth. I honestly believe this team was ready to put Tua on the bench at halftime.
I think the last time the Dolphins had a fake run, we went like 8-1 to start the season, and then lost the first game in the playoffs.
This is a disaster.
That was like back in like 91.
You got Skyler guys already starting to forget about Skyler Thompson already. I forgot about Skyler.
I forgot nothing.
He's I forgot nothing right now. Best backup in the league right now.
Well, seeing that he hasn't dressed.
If you want me to, Pete, if it makes you feel better, I'll say that Skyler would have had 8 touchdowns last Sunday. Does that make you feel better?
Against it makes him feel great.
Color, you gotta at least be in pads. You gotta be in pads to do that. He's not even in pads.
But there ain't no reason for me to say that other than to hurt people's feelings.
That's why they forgot about Skyler, Pete. That's why he's not even in pads. He doesn't dress. He's like Noah. Him and Noah share the same bunk.
Whoa. Now you're taking it too far.
You can add Miles Gaskins to this.
Come on, Von Joe. Come on. You better than that.
Don't you ever put Skyler and Noah in the
Did they dress? Is Skyler dressing?
I'm with you, Von Joe.
But there's a reason why he didn't dress. Noah ain't dressed.
Okay.
Noah ain't got no reason why he.
So exactly. So there's.
See, that's why I'm comfortable, Pete. Remember, Pete, what I told you before the season started? That I'm comfortable because I know no matter what happens, whether it's Tua balling out or whether it's any of the guys in our quarterback room, I know we're okay. I know we're going to have our guy. Remember me saying that?
I do remember loud and clear.
Right. So now, though, if what you're saying comes to be true and Tua exposes himself to be what we thought he was last year and whatever else, right? At least,
that's what's
we're
happening.
not going to be. At least we're not going to be 0-4 before that happens.
True.
Right.
No, that's awesome, Color. That is awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear.
And I can argue that we're 2-0 because of Tua. So why am I going to rock that boat?
Well, you're right, Color. I like that. I love that take because you know what? I can't be mad at because the fans are happy that new guys are turning into Tua-neers. At the end of the day, I'm just going to sit here and think. The organization still wants to move off Tua. And you know what? The organization and Stephen Ross sitting at his castle was not happy at halftime like all of us were. We know this. And I don't think this organization is that blind to go in a lucky fourth quarter, let this guy stick around after a Buffalo disaster. You're right, Color, and I love that. Thank you for that.
Steven, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and go to Publix. I don't have much reception in there. I want to say, you know what? I'll see you on Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. Throwback Thursday. Let's hurry up and try and get Zach Thomas and Richard Webb into the Hall of Fame, guys. Follow the hashtag. Steven, put up the hashtag again so everybody can see it.
They didn't want to listen to me the first time.
I'm blaming the Miami media if they don't get in the Hall of Fame this time. I'm blaming the Miami media because their energy is focused in the wrong direction.
Steven, you're gonna have to do a little bit more work for them, boys.
Hold on.
Clip a whole bunch of highlights of Richmond Webb. You got to clip some highlights
inexcusable for the Miami media to be pointing their guns at people that's not in the building versus people that were in the building that was Hall of Famers. That's all I got to say.
All I know is.
Listen, Steven, I'll say right now on Wild on Wednesday. I'll say right now.
Was the day that Marino had no more problem.
I'll eat a 40 burger with you. How about that?
You'll eat a 40 burger with me?
Yeah. If we put a 40 in win, I'll put a 40 burger with you. How about that?
Steven, did you have cheese on that burger?
I did.
Oh God!
If we keep putting up 40 burgers, the stadium should make a 40 burger, like a $40 burger. It's like really big, And if you're able to eat it like in a half hour, you get like a free ticket or something.
What is this, man versus food or something? What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
yeah.
Anyways, guys, fins up. Love y'all. I'm gonna go to Publix. I'm gonna get a Publix sub since AL is nowhere near me.
Hey, buy
and
one
he
of
whooped me
those.
on week one.
Vaughn.
Peace
Now
out.
that you got
Steven. Listen. Pete, I refuse to take any advice from you after you sat there and everything that you spewed. You have no credibility with me.
Don't worry, Vaughn. Vaughn, listen to me. Buy a blue
I
chip
don't want to
challenge.
listen to you. I refuse
Eat
to
the
listen
blue
to you.
chip. Eat the blue chip, two-a-near. Because that's what you two-a-nears that flip-flop off 1/4 quarter need to go through. A spicy mouth, you flip-floppers. Y'all flopping off a 1/4 quarter. Y'all gonna be right back next Monday blaming Tua.
Using the
Remember
same
I
site I
told you,
was
Vaughn.
using last year, bro.
You
I
can
ain't
feel
flopping.
that, huh? Flip flop and Miami sports music.
That's what
I
Dolphins
tell you,
do.
Pete, you live in such a sad world. You should leave it. This universe you
It's
live
not
in
a
is so sad.
it's reality. 1/4
No,
quarter
you're
with broken down coverage.
But Von Joe, I'm
It's
not letting you get off
reality.
the hook. And Landon Roberts was the player of the game. Stop it.
And at that point, we're done. Peace out.
All right, Miami sports music. Look, today was wilding out. There was a lot, but I don't know.
Right.
Pete ruined me.
It had to get to wilding out. It had to get to wilding out.
Steven, what did I say that ruined you? Repeat it.
Well, first, Andrevius got the promise not to get thrown out of the stadium. So then we'll be okay.
I cannot make that promise.
Tua was so good to the fact that we couldn't even wild out. That's what that was.
I'm going to be there with you in 3 weeks, so we both get thrown out of the stadium.
Hey,
how were you feeling at halftime, buddy?
Hold on. Donate to the channel. If you enjoyed the show today, please donate to the channel. If you enjoy the show, period, please donate to the channel. Just I don't care if it's $1. If all 150 y'all donated $1 right now, would go such a long way into helping the channel grow. Hit the like button. All right, final thought of the day. JMCPT, final thought of the day.
Yeah. What's up with it, man? Thanks for having me on here, Steve. Channel. Good evening, man. I just can't wait for Sunday. We're gonna beat the shit out of the I truly believe that all we got to do is have a better first half and keep the penalties down, and we going to win. I ain't worried about it. Truly. But everybody I see everybody on another panel later on today. Everybody, fins up. Have a good day.
See you later, man. Be good.
Peace out.
All right, JM. Good one.
All right, man. Let's go. Pete, you're not going to give your final thought? You're just going to leave? I wasn't even going to call on you next. And you just walked away before you gave your final thought? Feel some type of way about that, Pete.
You fell down my abyss.
That's the final thought of the day.
Yeah, man.
Given the definition of abyss, he probably he come back on the other side.
Damn, Crypto, can I go? Shit, it's my turn.
Go ahead, Astrid. Go ahead,
oh my gosh,
Mr.
no, I don't
Bingle.
want to say nothing no more.
No, I'm just messing with you.
No, we'll be the new kings of the AFC East. Come Sunday, when the game is over, when the clock hits 0, we're gonna be the new kings of the AFC East. Yep.
All right.
We're gonna rip the Bills' hearts out. So, all right, man.
We got you.
All right,
I'm on board, Astrid. I'm on board.
All right, let's go to Mark. Final thought of the day.
I think it's going to be a great game on Sunday. I think it's a high-scoring offensive affair. Maybe last team with the ball wins. I think the key matchup is the Bills' defensive line against the Dolphins' offensive line. If the Bills can't generate pressure on Tua, they're going to get torched in the secondary. I don't think your defense has the ability to stop Buffalo in any capacity. I think it's going to be 40 points is going to be the minimum to win this game.
That's
all right, Mark. And I say we get that 40.
I guess
we leave you guys in the dust.
Burgers come Monday, guys.
Mark, so who's going to get that?
let me go, Nick.
Right now, I want to see what the injury reports look like for the week. Looks like Buffalo.
I got something for you, Mark.
I'd like an answer to the question, Judge.
Right.
Sir, Your Honor, the witness is being hostile. Permission to treat him as a hostile witness. Answer the question, Mark.
What was the question?
Who do you think's gonna win?
Right now, I think Buffalo's going to win because I think they have a better roster.
Screw your roster.
All right, Mark. We'll see you tomorrow.
The roster's going to be in shambles after Sunday.
Mark. We'll see you tomorrow. Feel some type of way about that. Everybody's making me mad today. Crypto, final thought of the day.
I'm mad at you, Steven. How dare you send me to go get hot dogs and water on the top of the rafters of the stadium and make me miss a great Gesicki catch live in person. I'm not going to ever let you forget that. But next time, you're going to get the burgers, hot dogs, water, and nachos.
So the truth comes out, it was Stephen D that sent you up to get the hot dog and water.
Yeah.
That man was going down already. I asked him, "Could you give me a hot dog and water?" Sure, no problem, man. Can I give you a couple $? No, man, I got this.
No.
Yes, don't let that.
You put in a 7-course meal on my way down.
Lying. A hot dog is not a 7-course meal, cuz it's not.
Yeah, but the type of hot dogs in that stadium, it is. Listen. It was fun, Steven. It was fun. I enjoyed every minute of it. Boy, I tell you, that sea of purple was real dejected, wasn't they?
They were salty, man. They were so salty.
Yeah, that was it. We're going to do that in MetLife. We're going to have to make those Jets, those game green, turn even more green.
By the way, it is official. I will be there Saturday night and at the tailgate doing a live podcast. And it's like 80% in the bag that Mickey Smokes and Nando Talk are going to be doing both shows with me. So,
oh yeah, they're going to do both.
Should be good. Saturday night at the meet and greet at Slattery's. We'll be in the back upstairs, and then we'll have a spot at the tailgate doing the pregame show. So it'll be good.
Oh, okay. What about the Saturday night before the MetLife? You're going to be up at the.
If you just heard what I just said, we will be.
I missed it, Steven.
No, obviously not. Slattery's the night before, upstairs in the back.
I got you. Okay,
Stephen D. I've rewatched the pregame from the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
You know, and because I wanted to make sure the sound was all okay, that I was talking in the mic properly and all that, right?
Yep.
And what I noticed over watching that whole show, everybody else was eating like a slice of pie except for me.
Okay, you got a pie. If they bring a pie, you got a pie. You got a pie.
Have I not earned my pie?
You earned your pie, Crypto.
Well, Color, I need a key lime pie. I'm going to need a key lime.
Pie coming from everybody's eating.
I'm sorry. I will make sure you get a pie. If there is pie, you will get one.
Yeah. Key lime is good, I heard, in Florida, right?
Yeah, I guess.
There we go, Color.
You're not a Miami Dolphins fan, is you? Clock blockers don't ever get any ass. What? What are you talking about?
What the hell? He just went to a whole nother topic. What the hell was that?
Wally? Whatever, man. Color, where did you go? All right, Crypto, get out of here. Talk to you. Appreciate your
all right, I'll talk to you, man. I'll hit you up.
Yep.
You ending the show, Steven?
I'm ending the show. Your final thought of the day, sir.
My final thought, man. Listen, Tuaneers are just ridiculous at this point. I gotta admit.
You're ridiculous.
It's so sick. Like, no, man. I get messages on Twitter, like you have no, like, this is unreal. You know how? This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm truly, look, Stephen, we're on the opposite side of the ship right now, obviously, you know.
Yep.
But this is what I just want to tell you, man. Like, don't be fooled by this 2-0 start.
You're Jack and I'm Rose. I'm on the board and I'm gonna get saved and you're gonna drown in the cold water.
As of right now, okay, I would agree. I'm loud and wrong. But I'm not going to fall for it.
Thank you for admitting. No, I don't need to hear anything else. You said you were loud and wrong. I don't need to hear anything else. I don't need to hear anything else. You said you were loud and wrong.
You can have it.
That's it.
You can have it. You can have it, Steven. Have a blessed day. Catch you guys.
I love you, Pete. Be good, man.
Likewise, buddy. Love y'all. Bye.
Rashad, final thought of the day.
You got a house phone?
Oh wait, hold on. Color, your final thought of the day.
Oh yeah. So look, man, I just want to see us do, just be competitive as we were in the second half last week. There's no point in, as you noticed, I haven't even really talked about what things I saw in the first half because it's pointless. Anything I say they needed to fix, they fixed, obviously. You know what I mean? So we can spread that out across 4 quarters. I just don't know why we should be so afraid of Buffalo. And I said that Tua, the exercise I did on my show in the offseason where I pointed out, hey, look, this is where I take my stats from. This is why, what shows where Tua is really at. And it wasn't a point to it wasn't meant to crap on Tua. It was to actually say, now we've done all this stuff, bringing in all these people on offense and changing the coaching staff and all that. My point was to say how you can only go up from 27th. So I kind of said Tua would probably land around 12th or 13th this year on that kind of same list I'm looking at. And now after 2 games to see him at number 1 and kind of looking at a lot of the stats and actually saying, okay, wait a minute, I can look back at the New England game and say, wait a minute, there is actually certain things we could credit Tua for that win, despite only putting 13 points up on the board in offense. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
And so, I'm just looking at it for what it is. I want to see it continue. It's likely, like Andrevius said, that as I thought he'd be around 12 or 13th, it's likely that number 1 will probably regress back to, 5th or 6th by the end of this game Sunday. But that doesn't mean that it's because Tua didn't put up a performance that's similar to last week, just didn't produce as many touchdowns. And we still win the game because of it, so I'm not too concerned about it. I looked for that to continue. That's what I'm expecting to continue. Do I believe it's gonna? No, I told you I'm not a man of faith, but when it happens, it'll happen. It happens. And on Monday, man, will be 1 game.
I am a man
ahead of the division with a tiebreaker, and Buffalo will be tied with the Patriots if they win for 2nd place. And that is just a golden dream that we have every so few years. We are in that position this early, and we never capitalize on it.
We're going to capitalize on Sunday. We're going to capitalize on Sunday. It's going to happen.
Yep. Look forward to seeing you Sunday, man.
All right, man. Good to see you, Color.
Later, guys.
Later, Color.
Rashad, final thought. Actually, hold on. Canes 1989, real quick. Final thought of the day, man. I saw you up here. Canes 1989. Hello. Going once. Going twice. Bye, Felicia. All right, I tried to bring you on Canes 1989. Rashad, final thought of the day.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
I asked to go right after Mark, 20 minutes ago, but it's fine. Guys, don't worry. We got the Slinging Samoan coming this Sunday. Take on these Buffalo Jills. And we have the number 1. We have Tyreek Hill. We have Jalen Waddle. We have Mike Gesicki. And we got Tua, baby. They got Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs hasn't been too big in these series. Josh Allen has been. Not the last game, but, We got this. Have faith. We going to put up this great Mike McDaniel game plan, and we coming out with the dub. I don't know if it's a 40 burger, but it's a dub. I'll take a dub however I get it. Defensive touchdown, defensive game, running the ball. However we can get it, we getting it.
We're going to win, bro. That's all I know.
Yes, sir. Ends up.
All right, man. Good to see you. All right, my brother from another mother.
I'm just here to say I have never in the past 3 seasons been as confident as I am going into this Buffalo Bills game this weekend. I'm just also here to tell you that we got Tuaninga, Manu Olapola, Timothy Tungavailoa. You put a big H on that bit. Timothy. Okay, his middle name is I'm starting to change.org petition. I hope it gets to Tua to change his middle name to Timothy. So with that being said, I just hope y'all know Tua's not going to go out there and throw 406 touchdowns again. If y'all think if that's the bar for you guys are freaking idiots. That's just that on that. I'm just looking for Tua to average around 2 to 3 touchdowns per game, and I feel like that's very doable with this offense, with these weapons. End of the season, give me 4,000 plus yards, 35 plus touchdowns, and we in business, baby. I want to say 32 plus touchdowns, but I forgot we 17 games now, not 16. So give me about 34, 35 touchdowns, 4,200 plus yards. Good season. Feed Tyreek, feed Waddle, and we gonna be business. So y'all gotta realize some games he gonna give you 200 yards and 1 touchdown. Aaron Rodgers does that sometimes. You're not gonna be on fire every game, but I promise you, he's gonna give you those games this year. It's just not gonna be every week. So don't come up here acting crazy on the games that he doesn't deliver the crazy stat performances. Okay, guys, please just calm down. Let the season play out. But this weekend, I think it's gonna be one of those big numbers games because we're gonna have to. Because I think our defense will play well, but I don't think we can stop the Bills. I don't think anybody can just stop the Bills. So Tua's going to have to put up numbers this weekend. I'm predicting 303 touchdowns. Fins up, guys. We got Timothy on our team now. Let's go.
Tell the people to donate.
Donate your monies. Make Steven rich. I'm pressing leave.
See, that's why. Can't have nothing nice. Can't have nothing nice. Anyways. Hope you all enjoyed the show today. I did. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Pete's takes wore me out today. Miami's going to win on Sunday. That's all I know. We're going to win. It's going to be awesome. Guys, $12 in donations today. Can we get to 50? Anybody donates $50 right now to the channel, you'll be the man. That's all I know. You'll be the man. That's all I know. Donate to the channel, help the channel grow. Even if it's $1, it goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. I'm honestly exhausted. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. I'm literally drained. I just realized that I'm in the middle of 12 days. I know I didn't do a show on Sunday, but I ran the entire tailgate. So it was, yeah, man. I think I'm in the middle of 16 days in a row of doing stuff with the Dolphins and going live and stuff. So please donate to the channel, help the channel grow. If you like the content, please share. I hope you guys are enjoying the content because I'm definitely working hard for it. You guys are the best fans in the world. I love you. Love doing this every day. Definitely think I need a break. K's 1989, we had you. Come on. You didn't we called for you. We called for you. I don't know what happened, but we called for you. If you go back and look, you'll hear it. I don't know what else to say. Donate. Did I already say that? I already said donate. Flipside Fish and I appreciate the $10 donation. Thank you, man. Love listening to everybody's crazy takes while I'm working. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Flipside. Flipside's the man. Any more? I'll play 2 at a time. I'll end the song with 2 at a time, and hopefully some more of y'all will donate. We'll see what happens. Y'all the best fans in the world. I love y'all. Enjoy the show. Enjoy it all. We'll see you tomorrow, Throwback Thursday, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network.
know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't want to overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, you gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say tour from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think you Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit them with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some chateau custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem. Like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on the show.
Donate to the channel, y'all. Donate.
In the whole city, no. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke. Chris Gregg gave hope. Coach flow like spoke. Damn Marina still a goat. But to a man on go. Watch to a man throw. Watch to a man scope. Watch to a man dish shoot that we never ever seen before. Fins up, let it win. Born ready for a ring. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It's damn week, use 10.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
So low, so low, so low. So low, so low, so low.